Lord have mercy. All right, we are live. Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. I appreciate y'all coming through, showing love. We've been up since 7 o'clock this morning. Up doing getting ready for the show and looking at our TikTok numbers, and we was looking at that number, and we are almost at 1,000 followers. We need y'all to keep following us if you have not done so. And yeah, so I was up early and I did my TikTok video, and a lot of people had a whole lot of things to say. We posted it on the YouTube short because YouTube been trying to get me to do YouTube shorts for a while. I said, okay, let me do the YouTube short. I did a TikTok and I posted on Instagram. So everybody have been doing that. And so also, I appreciate that. So I'm going to show y'all this picture. And if you want to be notified, because a lot of people are not getting any notifications. So you can be notified by texting Wiley, Wiley, in your text box to 888-534-4939, and you will not miss a live. I will text you and say the Wiley Show is live. Just go to the YouTube page and you get in there and you would definitely watch it. Okay. We also have memberships. We do members only live over there. We got other shows that's in development that we're going to do for members only as well. So you could just contribute, and that we would love that because that help us for the show. I do want to show y'all something before we get into the topics today. And I got my red bull, so you know what kind of day it's going to be. Mm-hmm. So give me a second. I want to go to my Instagram page and make sure y'all follow me on Instagram because we be posting a lot over there. Okay, that was that. Okay, did I post? Oh, no, I didn't post on Instagram. Let me go to my community wall. I'm going to post on my Instagram. I just didn't have time. Hold on. Let me post it on my community wall. Let me see if I can find it because we're looking for a photographer. That is what we're looking for. And I want you all to see this. Let me close out of this, close out of this, close out of that, close out of that. All right. So let me screen share, let y'all see that because some of y'all in there was able to see it. Okay. Close out of that. All right. So as you can see, this picture that I took back in this when I was in Chicago, I would say 2014, 2015, 2014, 2013. I don't remember the exact date. I don't remember the exact date at all. But you know, we had took those pictures, and I remember that book that you see, and it's a story behind that. That was one of Oprah Winfrey book club picks. So I remember I went to Barnes and Noble inside of DePaul University, and I went there and I got the book. And so I did the photo shoot with that book, reading a book, because I didn't know what it was. I was nervous, to take pictures because I'm like, I'm not photogenic. And I didn't even know these pictures was nice because I was slim. It was really, really nice. And I didn't appreciate it until now. And so now, wow. And I took that picture. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then people were like, oh, you're losing weight and blah, blah, blah. Then women would say, oh my gosh, I was there for you. So shout out. I forgot the photo. I forgot the company that took those pictures, but it was one of my friends, one of my Facebook friends. He owned a photography company, and that's why I was able to take the shots. So again, we are going to do some more photos. I don't know when. So again, if you in the DFW area, and if you would like to take my photos, and we will promote you, and of course we will pay. I will prefer an African American photographer, but if we can't find one in DFW, you know, we could just do what we have, right? So again, I'm looking for it. Again, you can email me at wileyshow@gmail.com. That's WILEYSHOW@gmail.com if you are a photographer. All right. I definitely want to do another photo shoot. Thank you so very much. A lot of y'all said nice photo. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so very much. Oh, wow. So yeah, that was that. And also too, if you're trying to become a member, give me a second. I will drop the members only in here 1 second because I have all that information. Because anytime somebody said they want to become a member, I jump at it because we have a good time over there. That's our own little world in the members only. So I appreciate that if you try to become a member, and I'm gonna make sure I pinned it as well. So give me a second, I'll copy it and I'll drop it in the chat here. All right, there you go. And we live. Make sure you share this live, you guys, because we are live. Okay, share the live. All right, so let's get into these topics. Who is going on the first docket? Okay, boom. Janet Jackson. Okay, she announced that she's going on tour. So I have a lot to say about that. I'm not the biggest Janet Jackson fan. Number one, she don't have bass in her voice. Like she don't know how to, she ain't talking. She be like, hi, hi, my name is Janet, and I'm going on tour. I just want you all to understand that in February, the first tour we're going to is Hollywood, Florida, and we definitely going on tour. So I want you all to definitely go. I can't hardly understand what she said. Put some volume to that voice. That's one person I don't want to watch because she ain't got no volume in her voice. I don't want to go to nobody's concert that I can't hardly hear. She be whispering talk. Put some volume in that voice. I couldn't be married to a wife like that because you got to be loud and say, Wiley, your chicken is ready. Your chicken is ready, Wiley. Oh, no, absolutely not. And she too old talking about dancing. She 50-something years old. Have you got enough money? And her concerts is expensive. I'm gonna be with you. Her concerts is expensive. She almost 60-something years old, and she's still out here gonna be dancing. I'm not paying $1,000 upon $1,000 going to her concert. Now I will go if y'all buy me a ticket. That's greed. So she going on concert, and I'm like, her tickets is expensive. It ain't no cheap ticket. You can't go there and get no $25 ticket. She is up in the thousands because I want an up front seat. But again, you got to be way up front, and I'm going to be on the front row. Speak louder, Janet. Speak louder. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Now, I know I got a lot of people in the chat that is big Janet Jackson fans. She can't sing. And then she's too old to be on that stage dancing. I don't want to see no 56-year-old woman up there trying to drop it like it's hot. She going to break some bones. Now, just watch. She going to be on that stage and pull a muscle. Just watch. And she going to go there, I'm so sorry. Hi, you guys. This is Janet. So sorry I pulled an internal muscle, and I'm going to have to postpone the remainder of the dates. Because when you get to a certain age and you doing all that dancing, you pull muscles. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no spring chicken no more. Right? So I think that she needs to just do one last show and retire. I said the same thing about Nicki Minaj. She needs to get somewhere and retire. She's too old and getting too fat. Right? Even Janet got puffy. She used to be a slim girl. Them all them ho-hos, fried baby back ribs, fried pork chops. It looked like Janet eat a lot of greens, right? It looked like she eat a lot of McDonald's, right? So I just don't want to see almost a 6-year-old woman dancing that can't hardly speak loud. I need you with volume. I went to go see Usher because Usher still can go. Yeah, I love me some Usher, but eventually he's gonna have to retire because he's getting too old, right? So I'm just saying it for her safety. I said the same thing about Serena Williams when she was out there trying to golf, and not golf. She was out there trying to play tennis, and she was pulling muscles and all that. I said you need to retire. That's selfish to keep doing something knowing that you're in the age of retirement, but you still want to go out there and perform and go out there and play sports. No, sit your hind part down somewhere. So when I saw that video, I was like, Janet, speak up. Talk loud. So we're going to see how this concert going to go. And let me tell you, because a lot of people that speak up for Janet, I always say she's not a vocalist. Like she got a couple of records that I like. Let me see if I remember one. And then I can't even name, Janet Jackson song. I can't because Janet always been a person that I liked her as an actress. I liked her as, Penny on Good Times, but I'm not the biggest Janet Jackson fan. Now, she's a whisperer. Now, if somebody buy me a ticket, I would go, right? I would go to the concert if somebody buy me a ticket, but I don't know if I would pay to go see her. I would go see, Brandy. I love me some Brandy. I would go see Monica. I would go see those type of people. But again, Janet, no, she is not in my top 5. I think she's one of the worst vocalists ever. And I think she only got the clout in the standard because she was Janet Jackson's sister, right? And she was attached to that Jackson family name. And that's the only reason why she was relevant today. But she's not the top vocalist. Nobody is looking for her vocals, right? They just look for her to dance, and she really can't dance like that away. And I know a lot of people got a lot of stuff to say about it. And also about Janet, her puss probably not that good because she can't keep no man. And usually a woman that can't keep a man, they puss ain't that good. So that's just something that I have to bring up because she never could keep a man. So a woman that can't keep a man, they got a puss problem. There's something going on in the puss department. It ain't that good. So again, she never could keep a man. She even had a billionaire, and it wasn't really that good. So that's what I'm saying right there. And I'm just being 100% about that. So when I look, I say, I think there's some sour down there because she never could keep a man. Now, when I say this, a lot of people gonna get offended. But these are just my thoughts about her, right? These are my thoughts about her. And all the people that say they're going to her concert, you can't probably, them tickets is expensive. Very expensive. All right. But again, it's Janet Jackson. We must respect her. I was talking to sister last night. I was cooking her food and we were talking. She was like, babe, I saw one of your videos and do you feel like women should work? I said, why you ask? I'm saying, because I see that you want the woman to cook, you want the woman to clean, you want the woman to do this, you want the woman to do that. Should the woman work? And first of all, I couldn't hardly hear. And I said, oh, you sounded like Janet Jackson. We laughed. And I answered her question. I said, no, a woman don't supposed to work. The man's supposed to work. And we'll dive into that. Because this woman I'm talking to, she's, she tried to get that soft voice. And I don't like the soft voice. I love her to talk. I want to hear what she have to say. And I said, don't talk like Janet. And I didn't even know that Janet Jackson would announce a concert to this morning. Then I said, wow, okay, I got to bring on the docket, and people might not like what I got to say about Janet. All right. But Janet Jackson, she can't sing. She can act. She's an amazing actress, but she can't sing. All right. So again, how many people are going to her concert? Press 1 if you go into her concert. All right. Press 1 if you go into her concert. Press 2, you're not going to her concert. Press 1, you go into her concert. Press 2, you're not going. Press 1, you go into her concert. Press 2, you're not going. Wow. She's not in my top. Like Whitney Houston is in my top. Mariah Carey is in my top. Brandy is in my top. Those are vocalists. And all of that. And then the new school, because you got new school. I'm loving what's the girl name? I'm loving Summer Walker. Other girl. She's her. I like her. Who else is the new girl I like? I like me some Ashanti. You know what I'm saying? So I do listen to R&B music. You know what I'm saying? I have not always been into gospel. You know what I'm saying? So I do listen to some R&B, right? I'm a real R&B fan over here, right? I love me some Aretha Franklin, but then Aretha Franklin vocals was terrible, right? SZA, thank you. Yeah, that's what I love me some SZA. I was definitely listening to SZA last night. And when every time I listened to SZA, I was crying. I was like, why hasn't like her music? I'm gonna be real with you. And Janet, no, don't do it for me, okay? So if y'all going to the Janet Jackson concert, make sure y'all go and let me know how it is if you can hear her. But SZA made me cry. Like I was listening to SZA and I was like, I was in tears. Like I was literally listening to SZA. I was in tears because she touched me emotionally. She touched me on the inside. On the inside, she touched me. And every time that I listen to her, I cry. All right. All right. So again, for Janet, another person I really like is Anita Baker. I think Anita Baker, I like her. But Anita, that old heifer, her tickets are too expensive. She needs to bring them ticket prices down. You ain't Beyonce. Her ticket prices are a little bit too high because I Googled some of her ticket prices because she's going to be performing in Dallas at the American, I think it's the American Airline Arena in Dallas. But her tickets are so that old heifer got to bring her ticket prices down. All right, it's a little bit too high. She's not Beyonce. All right, so again, we shout out to Janet Jackson. Again, we wish her well on her concert. All right, we wish her well. Someone said you can't understand anything she said. I pay more for Janet for Beyonce. Sweet love, we love and it I don't know the lyrics. I don't know the lyrics. I don't know the lyrics. Okay. Yeah, I don't know the lyrics. All right. Mm. All right. Okay. I don't know the. Can somebody Google me the lyrics? I don't know the lyrics. Can somebody Google it to me real quick? Somebody send me the lyrics. All right, Google me the lyrics. All right. Yeah, like $1,400 in Vegas. Like she's expensive, and Janet Jackson tickets is going to be expensive as well. All right. Thank you all so very much for that. We're gonna go to our next topic. It's a very sad story that I want to get into. It was an Uber driver in Louisiana, and the customer she picked up stabbed her to death. And she lost her life. And he was arrested, and he got arrested, and he told the cops that he did it because Uber picked her. And what that meant was he said it could have been anybody that Uber could have picked, and he just wanted to end somebody. And it's really, really sad. She actually worked for the police department. Really sad. I thought about my own mother. I thought about my family members that, ride, that take, live, drive, Lyft, and Uber, every day. I have family members that work for the city that drive city buses and city trains. It's really, really, really sad because that is dangerous because, again, it was unavoidable. So when you bring people in your cars, you're literally bringing strangers because, of course, Uber, they do a background check on its drivers, and still they have problems with the drivers. But they don't do a background check on the customers. Like you don't have to go through a background check for the customers. They only do a background check for the drivers, and that's just how that's going about that way. So it's definitely really sad. She was an African American black woman, and she lost her life because a man wanted to end somebody's life. It's really, really sad. We live in a dangerous time, and you're gonna hear. Unfortunately, you're gonna hear more stories about that because this was is not. It couldn't have been avoided. You know what I'm saying? Because you bringing strangers in your car. The average person, when you drive, you're not gonna pick up hitchhikers. But when you're doing Uber and Lyft, that is exactly what you're doing, and you are picking up hitchhikers. They have all type of spirits you're bringing in your car. And I know people have to make money, and it's sad because not only was she working for the police department, she was taking care of her mother, her sickly mother that is sick. So now her mother caregiver is gone, and then also you got to tell the mother that her daughter is gone. So it's really, really sad that that happened. I'm really definitely praying for her. Definitely really sad. A lot of people, have to work their regular day job, and then they have to do a side job, and they do Uber and Lyft. There's a lot of retirees actually that do Uber and actually have to do um, you know, their regular job. It's sad because in this country, you should be able to work one job and live good in the United States of America. It shouldn't be that you have to have two, three, four jobs just to make ends meet. It is so sad. It is pathetic in the richest country in America and the richest country in the world that we have to work multiple jobs just, listen to me, just to make ends meet. So again, she is in my prayers. I did see the story. I definitely want to talk about. It was another story that came across my desk as well. Let me see if I can pull it up on Instagram. These are not celebrity gossip topics, but it's topics that I just really want to talk about. Give me a second. Um, where are we at? Because somebody said it was a serial killer ending people in the LGBT community. So this post somebody wrote, breaking, according to family members, the body of a 26-year-old Delano Barks or Burks were found Friday floating in the water at the port of Houston. Burks was last seen leaving a bar in the Heights on November 13th, about 15 miles from where his body was located. This person said, PSA, there's a serial killer in Houston targeting gay men. All right, so I reached out to the person. Let me see if I can actually call this person on Instagram. Give me a second. I'm just gonna do something really, really ghetto right now because he posted this story on Instagram. So I'm gonna see if I can call him on Instagram right now since he posted the story. Give me a second. And so again, it's a lot of stuff that's going on out here in this world. Let me see. Let's see. All right, I'm calling him now. Okay. Okay, he didn't answer. Let me try one more time. All right, he didn't answer. Let me leave him a message. All right. So I left him a message. Really, 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 really sad. This is going on out here in America. Hey, Wiley. I did went to sleep. You guys, let me say this. Do not try to diagnose me. You're not a doctor. You can say manic till you blue in the face. All right. We take our meds. We go to sleep. Saying that crap is pathetic. Okay. As long as you're being entertained, as long as you're laughing, you're not a doctor. Some of y'all just say manic. Y'all just use the word. Don't even know what manic means. Number one. Number two, some of y'all got family members that's manic. Hey, your husband that you with is manic and all of that stuff. So saying those comments is dumb, stupid, doesn't make any sense. You don't even know what manic means. Okay. Oh, he's manic. What? I just have to say that because someone DM me, are you manic? I'm like, do you know what manic means? Do you know what it means? Doing a show to make you laugh. That means is Dave Chappelle manic? He made you laugh. Like, come on. Believe me, being manic is no joke. And while it's not manic, I'm just giving commentary and you just don't agree, so you said it's manic. But again, I'm not manic. Just because I roasted your celebrity, I'm manic. But if I was kissing your celebrity behind her high part, I wouldn't be manic. Like, come on, you guys. This is a free country, all right? Okay. So again, those type of comments, y'all won't call. Let me drop the link because I want somebody to call in and ask me that question so we can have a debate. Let me drop the link. All right. All right. So so people, we all say that, like, you ain't no doctor. Some of y'all don't even have no master's degree. Some of y'all don't even have a GED. So are you manic? You just learned that word because I said it on my show about being manic. You don't know what that word even means. You are a home healthcare worker. Home healthcare. Do home health. Right? You don't know anything about mental health or anything like that. Give me a second. Somebody else want to become a member. I just have to say that because y'all be saying that, and we got manic t-shirts coming soon. I think I got a t-shirt that say manic D. We gonna get some manic. Are you manic t-shirts coming soon? All right. We definitely gonna put that on the t-shirt and sell it. All right. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go to our other topic. Really, really quickly. My favorite couple. My favorite couple, Blueface and Chrisean, is my favorite couple, and I love them. And I everybody was requesting me to talk about this show. First of all, I had a group of people requesting me to talk about it. I had another group of people telling me not to talk about it because they said it's toxic relationship, toxic. And I said, the reason why I want to talk about this because let's not act like toxic relationships is not love. Let's not talk about toxic relationships do not exist in the Black community because I talk a lot of women that are in toxic relationships. So let's not act like it don't exist. So again, I was watching this show and it opens up how he met Chrisean, that he met her off his OnlyFans show, and that he liked her because she's wild and she know how to fight and all of that. And I love Chrisean because number one, she stand up for her man. Number 2, she is submissive. Number 3, she's about that life. Number 4, she's good in bed. Number 5, she's beautiful. So it's a lot of things that I like about her that she stands for Blueface. Another reason why I like Blueface, he's talented. He's one of the greatest rappers ever. He even can out rap, Jay-Z. He's an awesome rapper. And so I love him. He's a better rapper than Kanye West. So the show opens up with Blueface. It opens up with Chrisean. It opens up with him with his plaques and him doing a photo shoot. And I'm like, people underestimate the true beauty of Chrisean. They underestimate the beauty of that. They underestimate her as well. And I don't even like to see her cry. I don't. I really, really don't like to see that because it makes me cry when she cries and stuff like that. But I understand she's going through the growing pains of being a submissive wife. It's kind of difficult being a submissive wife in a social media age because people look at her different, right? But again, when I watch this show and them together and embracing in love and embracing in support, and I even think Chrisean, and I say this humbly, she is on the level of Nicki Minaj. And I was like, this woman can rap. So again, they also opened up with them doing a show, and the round of applause to Chrisean, and she was performing her record. I said, this lady honestly is on the level of Nicki Minaj when it comes to bars. And I really believe that Nicki Minaj needs to be watching out for her because she is definitely coming up in the game. Then it showed them getting into a private jet, having conversation. Then it showed Chrisean putting a chain around Blueface's neck. It showed that. Then it showed Chrisean and Blueface walking into the sprinter. It showed that her sitting on top of Blueface, showed her going into the club and showing that love. They actually get more respect and love and attention than Beyonce and Jay-Z. And people definitely need to put respect on their name. And I really, really love that. And the name of the show is Chrisean, Blueface, in Love. All right. Chrisean and Blueface in Love. All right. And they said reality show Chrisean hip hop boyfriend has been top for Fashion Week. Some have called the relationship toxic, while others have defended the couple and can excuse some of their seemingly more wild and prerogative moments. And that's what they said in the show. So I'm like, oh my God, this show is hot. And then they said, whatever your opinion is, this is their story shown real and raw. This is not a traditional love story, if it's even a love story at all, right? And it's a love story because I smelt the yoni, I smelt the love in this story. Then it also said on the show, it said, what this is, Tough is an open look at two talented individuals in search of each other in front of the world. All right. So that's what the show opened up with in the opening credits. So I'm just sitting down eating my chicken with my date, and we just having a good time. Then it also said this is their journey, flaws in all. Then it gets into the other scene. I definitely got to talk about it because it's definitely a great, great, great story. Got into New York. Shout out to New York, Manhattan. I think New York is a great city. Just shout out to New York. All right. So it really shows you that New York skyline. It seems like it's a movie, that you're watching when you're watching the show. And then also Blueface and Chrisean is executive producer, and Natalie Nunn is executive producer of the show. I was shocked. I'm like, Natalie Nunn executive produced the show? But yes, Natalie Nunn executive produced the show. And then they post a tweet that Chrisean Rock wrote. She said, me and Daddy made it to New York for Fashion Week. Okay. They were invited to go for Fashion Week. And I'm like, this is great because you don't really see Beyonce or even Nicki Minaj. This is why I say Chrisean is on Nicki Minaj level, because you don't see none of them going to Fashion Week. Then it showed Blueface and Chrisean in the sprinter. They were talking, and then Chrisean was like, let's play a game. Have you ever have you ever been in talked to somebody outside the relationship, and they just talking? You just definitely see the love. You definitely see it. This relationship is real. But the thing I had a problem with you, Chrisean, I like you, but why the hell you had on a jacket in your breasts? Where your bra at? I'm not trying to talk about her looks, but baby didn't even have on no bra. Baby, the breast was just hanging. The breast meat was hanging, no bra. If you look at the episode, if y'all seen the episode, the lady did not have on a bra. Where was her bra at? No bra in sight, just the breast out in a jacket. That's kind of freaky, but kind of ratchet. And I love it though. I really, really love it though. And then another thing that she be saying, get off my D. Get off my D. Get off my D. She always say that. And why did she say that? You ain't got a D. Women don't have D's that ends with a K. They don't have a P. I don't care what you say. Women don't have a D. So when she kept saying that, I'm like, what are you talking about? So that's her word. And then they in a sprinter, they talking. You see the cameraman in there, and she literally don't have on a bra. And they having a conversation. And they was just going at it. Have you ever been in a relationship? Then they kiss. They're embracing a kiss. And then they continue to talk in there. So that was like pretty much the first segment of it. And then they have to get fitted for the fashion show. So they're in this nice sprinter, right? Soon as they come out of the sprinter, people was just bone rushing them. Blueface and Chrisean, they was all out there, the cameras and everything. And they go inside this place, this store, for furs to get fitted for the fashion show. So they embraced the owner of the fur of this shop. They have, it was, a leather and fur. It was like a fur and leather coat, right? So he told them to try it on. It was like a blue feather that Blueface had on, and guess what? And this is the part that I gotta say, shout out to Daniel Leathers. That's the name of the place, Daniel Leathers. So she put on her blue fur leather coat, and she didn't have on no bra. Like literally, she got her breast meat on the coat. Literally, her breast meat, no type of bra. Literally, just the titties is just sagging down, and it ain't like that. It's up there. It's just down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, ooh, like what? Like you on national television and you can't put on no bra? I don't know about, you're not really a real lady, because lady wear bras. So I don't understand. And then she was scratching her wig, and that wig was moving. When she was scratching that wig, that wig was just up and down. She was scratching. Literally I said, wait a minute. And it looked like she took off her shirt to put the jacket on with no bra. So everybody could see just everything, right? And it just don't make any sense. Then the owner, he don't know who they is, but he know they got a lot of followers. He said, I love y'all have a lot of followers. And then he said something. He said, Chrisean got a lot of support. He loved Chrisean because he got a lot of support. And yes, she did take off the jacket and had to put the shirt back on. So she put that man's jacket on with her breasts out. Nothing but breasts. So then the owner of this shop that they doing fashion for, he said, let me let you know. He said he did a whole like a wedding ceremony, and they did a wedding ceremony. She kissed Blueface and Chrisean. They kissed, and then she started crying. I'm like, if this woman, she cried more than Candy. She's like, and then she ain't got no tooth. I like her. But you can't be crying like that. You missing a tooth and you half naked. You understand what I'm saying? It's just she cried over every little thing. They should call her Baby Chrisean. She ain't that crying with a missing tooth with no bra, just crying. Anyway, so then it goes to Blueface and Chrisean. They pull up for rehearsal, and then people are taking a picture. They pull up for rehearsal. Now, mind you, she is still with a shirt with no bra. Right? She show up there with a jacket with no bra. She show up to rehearsal. So then she said, you go ahead, you walk first. She told Blueface, you walk first. Blueface didn't want to walk first. And then he was flirting with a woman in there, said, this is for you. And Chrisean was upset about it. She started crying. She said, why is you disrespecting me like this? And you doing me like this, and crying because Blueface was flirting with a lady inside of a bar. And I'm like, why y'all doing fashion show in that little raggedy shack? It was a small little venue, and they doing a fashion show. That place was small with a bar. The bar took up most of the space. And then she was like, get off my D. You gonna do me like this? You gonna disrespect me like this in front of these people? Why are you doing this? And she got mad. And I think what Blueface does, he triggers her emotions because one thing about Chrisean, she's a crier. She's very emotional. Women are emotional. Like you can tell that she's stressing out and she emotional, ain't wearing a bra. That wig is kind of dirty. Probably need to wash it. You know what I'm saying? Probably need to replace it and get her hair together and stuff like that. Because she's always scratching that wig. That means you got a lot of lint, dirt, and you need to just clean it out so you can be all clean. So it leaves that scene, then it goes into another scene, you guys, and it goes into a whole nother scene. And this is where today is the fashion show. However, first thing first, meet the press. So before the fashion show, they have to do a press tour. So Chrisean, and this is my favorite scene, by the way, she gave Blueface some head. She was licking on his peen. She was giving the man head on camera, on Zeus. She right there on the camera early in the morning. Talk about a good relationship. This is why Chrisean know how to keep a man, because, you know, men in the morning, something rises up. So she proceeded to give her man licky. Right? She gave it a licky. But the thing about it is she still got on that same raggedy wig. Anyway, I'm like, you can't change your wig. So when I saw that, I kept rewinding. I said, oh, this is so good. Take the cover off. I want to see it all. They definitely, if they had an OnlyFans, I would be subscribing to that OnlyFans. So after that, they talking. I didn't see them taking no shower though. I don't know if they took a shower or not. But anyway, I don't know. They asked a question last night on Instagram. Is Chrisean musty? So I don't know. But I didn't see them hit no water or no soap. So I don't know if they did it off camera, but they didn't do it on camera. And then after that, after he got his peen sucked, then it goes back to them in the sprinter. Baby, this thing, sprinter. They in a sprinter. He's smoking weed in a sprinter, and they go meet the press, and the fans are just swamping them. It reminds me when Nicki Minaj was in England, but you just see the fans just swapping them all, just showing them all the love. They get on the elevator, they go to Sirius XM, and they do an interview, and they ask questions about them, and they ask Blueface, is he still doing music? And then then Chrisean, she got out there and performed, did an amazing job. She reminds me, I believe Chrisean is a new day version of Nicki Minaj. I think she have what it takes to be the next superstar in music. She did a great job. I was bopping my head to her music. Then they went to another show. They did that show as well. They were talking about their relationships and all that. Then they went to Angela Yee lip service, and they were talking about the relationship as well. But this time, she did not have her breasts out. She actually put on some clothes and stuff like that. So I had a good time with them, doing a press tour. But they didn't come. And I would love for let me pause right there. They need to come on the Wiley Show. So after that, I don't see them hitting that shower. Okay, they go to the fashion show. And they in the fashion show, they walk in and all of that. But if you pause at the 20-second mark, you see a big old stain on Blueface jacket. How in the world you got a stain? I don't know if that was a sweat stain. I don't know if it's from his booty juice. I don't know if it's from her yoni. I don't know. But there's a big stain on that jacket, on the back of that jacket. Then you see Chrisean, she started to perform, and with the people, she started to dance on the women, and all of that. In the performance and everything like that. She changed her outfit to a black shirt, and she was just dancing all around in there, jumping up and down. And the paparazzi and Mr. Plumber, the CEO of Zeus, was there. Everybody was there enjoying their life in this small little venue. Everybody was there, and she performed. And you seen Blueface with his shades on, bobbing his head in the back. And I was literally just getting my life. I was like, you go ahead, future Nicki Minaj, you go ahead. And then you see Blueface saying what he said. Then I believe, okay, this was like the last part of the show. They go to Baltimore, Maryland. Now, I didn't know she was Baltimore. Now I get it. That runchy nastiness comes from Baltimore, because a lot of funky folks stay at Baltimore, Maryland. A lot of nasty, runchy, funky people Baltimore, Maryland. All right, that's a nasty place, and it's a lot of nasty people that's from Baltimore, Maryland. So it didn't shock me that she was from Baltimore. I said, I get it. You from Baltimore. That's why you funky. All right. Anyway, so they go to Baltimore, Maryland, and she talking to her family. Her family is ratchet and ghetto like she is. Like, what is you doing? She was talking to her sister. Somewhere, where y'all at? Chrisean and them was supposed to meet up with the sister, and them. They were taking all day to meet up with her family. And so they having a conversation, and she was calling her family, said, where y'all at, and all of that. And Blueface wanted to see the family as well. And then it goes to the next day, and she said the big picture is love. That's what Chrisean wrote on her Twitter. The big picture is love. They at the hotel waiting on the family, right? They at the hotel waiting on the family. And one of the family members, I don't know if that was her sister or not, but she was praying over her. Oh, Father God, in the name of Jesus, Lord bless her. And you see Chrisean. Y'all don't understand that big tooth missing. Y'all don't understand. And Blueface in a Sprinter eating his burger and French fries, and she getting prayer outside. You don't understand. They cheating, he doing me so wrong. And she was just crying. She was praying over her and everything like that. I can tell the family do not like Blueface. All right, because they were saying you need to break up with him. They don't like Blueface at all. Her family don't F with Blueface. They feel like he's a bad influence on Chrisean. Even when the family member went in the car, she rarely spoke to him. She rarely got him, talked to him at all. Then Chrisean, what did she do best? She crying again. Y'all don't understand why y'all doing this. Come on and meet and all that. She just whipping and crying with that bad wig. And she yelling and screaming. Then Chrisean, she get real angry, right? She get in a van. That's not her van. She get in somebody's car. That's not her car. Get in the van, and the chick pulled off, got in somebody else's van, and pulled off. I said, did this chick just steal somebody's van? But that's what they do in Baltimore, Maryland. They'll get in anybody's car, it's their car. That's what they do. They just take shit. You can have a bowl of cereal, they'll just take it. Anybody from Baltimore, they don't believe in accent. They just take it. So that Baltimore was coming out of her. So then it showed a sneak preview of the next episode of Blueface and Chrisean. She come back in the van. Chrisean come back in the van. Then she pull off in the van again. I don't know what was going on with her, man. She was frustrated. Then she get on the phone with her family, still talking to get them to come there. Then finally, her family get there. Then, or before her family get there, they at the bowling alley and they're talking and all of that, playing bowling. Chrisean sitting down. Blueface says, whatever, you know what I'm saying? See your family or whatever. Then they go by the bar and then they embrace with the family. She meet the brother. They embrace in love. Everything was good, but then you got to keep watching. Then they go outside. The father got a problem. He's from Baltimore, so he got a problem with Blueface. He confronted Blueface. And he was like, do you teach your daughter to put his hand on the man? So he got all in Blueface's face. Like, what? I told you, like, he's skinny and got gray hair and all in his face from Baltimore. All up in his face. Like, you do that, you right there. And he just in his, and then he punched Blueface. He gave him a soccer punch. So they was fighting outside the hotel. Wow. So I give this show 2 thumbs up. It was ratchet, ghetto, funky, and it was some good TV. So that's why I'm subscribed for the $5.99. All right? It was ghetto, ratchet, and funky. And that's why I went on and subscribed, because I got it all when I seen it. So I got my $4.99 worth it, baby. Baby. Wow, right? So when I see the show, I'm saying, wow, this is definitely good for it, because good show. And a lot of people said, well, I'm not going to subscribe to it, Wiley, but I'll check your review. Don't worry. I'm going to review it. I'm going to review this show. I love this show. It's my favorite show on television right now, okay? I watched this show and I was entertained, and this is my second time watching the show, because when I was reviewing the show, I was watching it while reviewing it, and I was getting my life, right? I love the show. So I'm to make sure you subscribe, get your subscription in order because Blueface and Chrisean is taking over the world, and y'all just mad and bitter because y'all ain't got a man with money and clout, and y'all looking on y'all man with a beer belly, and y'all somewhere hooked up in a project somewhere, and y'all want to get mad at Chrisean. So wet that they got a toxic relationship, but they making them coins. They getting that money. All right. So don't get mad at Chrisean. She got to come up. She getting clicks and views and stuff. You look at your man, P. You ain't got no followers. Don't nobody know you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't at Fashion Week. You barely can pay for groceries at Kroger's. And you got a whole man at your house. So don't get mad that Chrisean is in love and she found love. All right? She found love in a funky place. All right? She got her a funky man. Right? Even though he may be funky, and even though Chrisean might be musty, but they funky together. Right? They making some money. Like James Brown said, make it funky. Like it is what it is. Because baby, they look like they don't bathe. I can just look at some folks just look like they don't bathe. And baby, they look like it. All right. So that's what I'm saying over there. So again, I enjoyed the show. That was pretty much my review. We're gonna open up the phone lines. Send this review to Zeus. Give me a second because Blog Talk has been acting up. So again, we're gonna do it on the cell phone. So give me a second while I connect this. So I'll just bring it up to the mic. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Did y'all enjoy my review? Let me know if y'all enjoy my review. Did y'all enjoy it? Did I do a good job? Because I want to review more shows. Do y'all enjoy my review? Let me know if y'all enjoy my review. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Wow. Did y'all enjoy my review? All right. Did y'all enjoy it? Let me know if y'all enjoyed it. Did y'all enjoy the review? We ain't done yet. Oh, baby, we ain't done yet. Y'all want me to review some more shows? All right, we ain't done yet. Okay. All right, give me a second. All right. Now, this next topic, wow. Give me a second. Okay. We're talking about Armon Wiggins and Jason Lee. Y'all know these two people. They are entertainers of socialites. One is a millionaire. Another one is on his way to becoming a millionaire. And one is in Paris, France. So I'm going to give you a little backstory on this. They've been beefing, right? So I got a phone call from Armon Wiggins a couple of days ago. And we had a 34-minute conversation. I was shocked because I'm like, why is Armon calling me? Usually when he's calling me, number one, to scold me, to tell me, number two, to quote unquote, give me a suggestion. So he called me and I said, hello. He said, hey, what's up, Wiley? I was like, yes. I'm calling you because I don't think you should be covering Jason Lee because Jason Lee want to use you to build up his show. Jason Lee want to use you to bring awareness to the Jason Lee show. And I know you're not going to listen. You're going to go live on YouTube. And I was like, what's going on? And I told him, I said, listen, I didn't put Jason in my title, but I said, if Jason do something that I feel that need to be talked about, I will talk about it. But then Armon said something because he took over the conversation. He said, Wiley, I regret doing that video about Jason because it made Jason more relevant. It made other YouTubers get clout off of Jason to get back at me. And that's why I regret doing a video. Then, because he said, I'm not going to talk about the show. And then he said, I got House of Aaron the Fashion Nova deal. I got him that deal. And then I guess he felt that House Aaron was throwing shade. So that was that. And then Armon was like, Wiley, that show is not going to make it because who want to see Jason Lee in daytime television? Mostly nighttime, because when you do daytime, you have to make a person feel good. He said, Wiley, you could do daytime, you make me feel good, but I think you're nighttime. And he said, I know I'm nighttime. So he went on and he was mainly talking about himself. He was mainly talking about himself through the whole conversation, building himself up, talking about himself. And if anybody get mad and I'm talking about it, he called my phone. So of course I'm gonna talk about, please. Don't tell me how to run my show. That's one thing I will fall out with you in a quick second when you try to tell me how to run my show. I'm going to talk about it. You call my phone, I'm going to talk about it. All right? I'm going to spill it. All right? Because it's making sense. Don't tell me how to run my show. If you ain't paying me millions of dollars, don't tell me how to run it. All right? Don't tell me how to run it. Because you got to keep it. That irritates me when you tell me how to run my business. That gets under my skin, and I feel like you the ops when you try to tell me how to run the Wiley Show. You're gonna be you the ops when you try to tell me how to run my show. You the ops. You the ops. You the ops. Don't try to tell me how to run my show now. You got to give me millions. Now, if you donate millions, I'm gonna. Hello, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You don't want me, sir, to talk about their Armon, sir? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, dear master. Yes, dear master. I was over there, and I will not talk about their Armon Wiggins on that show, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will give you Kute Kinte in a second. I will give you Kute Kinte in a second if you donate millions. All right. Anyway, so yeah, he was having this conversation with me. So I leave it alone. I tell my members, because they known it first, because some of y'all complaining, my members already heard this. My members already heard it. So we go in detail on my members only. So we go into detail members only. Then I'm gonna need to see this phone again. Then I get a DM said, Wiley, Armon Wiggins' friend is at the event. Is at the mixer at Jason Lee event for his show. I'm saying, nah, you lie. Send me proof. So they sent me proof, but I couldn't see it. I said, this person got me blocked. Who's there? So I said, screenshot it and send it to me because, you know, I'm blocked from a lot of people. So they went on the page and they screenshot everything. They screenshot everything and they brought everything on in the DM, right? And it's the person with the dregs. It's the best friend that repeats himself. It's the best friend that's not really growing like that. It's the best friend that went on Armon Wiggins' platform and Armon Wiggins' site didn't bring his name up. It's that best friend with the drag. It's the best friend that do music and only get 10 people to listen to his music. It's the best friend that business didn't work. It's the best friend that needed 5 roommates for LA. It's that best friend or associate, whatever you want to call it. So I go on the page on my Fufu account and I go on the page on my Fufu account and the friend with the dreads, he said this, #epic. If you wasn't at Jason Lee's show Mixer, you definitely missed out. The party was too lit and the upgrades to the studio is awesome. Shout out to the Jason Lee show. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked for the invite. #inspirational, #chasing reality, #Los Angeles, #talk show, #Hollywood Unlocked. So this best friend that repeats himself went there to Armon Wiggins' ops, Jason Lee. Now, mind you, Armon Wiggins dragged Jason Lee and burned the man's book on live. And you mean to tell me a month or two later, your friend that you used to eat Fruity Pebbles with, your friend that you used to live with, your friend with the families come together and break bread with, your friend that you known since you was in elementary school, went to your ops event. So I posed a question on my station head. Would you feel some type of way if your friends show up at your ops event? How would you feel? You would feel some type of way. So Armon Wiggins, though Armon Wiggins is in France, Paris, France, talking to people that don't speak English, pretending like he's in VIP, right? I wonder if he's going to respond to that. But Coffee City exposed it, and Coffee City got dragged by Armon. So I don't know if Armon going to respond to this. I don't know if he going to bring it up in response to this, but wow. But then again, I don't feel sorry for the friend with the dreads and the music that don't sell because Armon did not put him on. When the text message situation came out and the conversation with Storm Monroe and all of that was going on, the friend broke the story, but Armon said this. He said it was a YouTuber, but it was your friend. But you didn't say your friend name on your platform. Then when the friend interviewed Cash from Bad Boys Club, Armon Wiggins screenshotted that and said, this ain't got no views. You went on the trash YouTuber page. That was his friend page. So now that you see all of this stuff, maybe they have been going tit for tat and all of this. This is sad. This is public. I said, wow. And then people say, well, who is his friend? You know why you don't know the friend name? Because Armon Wiggins never pronoun. I'm damn sure not going to say his name. Why would I say my name to somebody that tried to bring me down when you associated with chasing reality? And if people don't know your name, wow, that's sad. When people say, who is it? What? I didn't know he was on the. That's pathetic. So I look at this and I said, what in the world is going on with this? They is beefing. And I see the beef. I see right through it. And I said, Armon Wiggins called me because he see this thing is going on and tried to control what I do on my platform. The same thing that Tasha K tried to do. Tasha K called me and said, don't put Armon Wiggins' name in my name in the title. Months later, on the 1 year anniversary, we almost at the 1 year anniversary of Christmas, I get a phone call from Armon telling me not to put Jason Lee in the title. Understand that? These people trying to control Wiley. But let me tell you something. You can't control me if you ain't paying me. You got to pay me in the millions to control this. But just giving me a phone call, okay, I hear you. Yeah, you right. Soon as I hang up that phone, I'm going live and talk about it. Because Armon Wiggins, he called me. I didn't call him because I'm blocked. He called me on my mobile device. And then I tried to call him back. Guess what? He put me back on block. So I have every right to talk about what we talked about. So again, he was trying to control it. I said, wow, this makes sense. Because he must have knew that his friend was going to go to Jason Lee thing, and he didn't want me to talk about it. Oh, I got to talk about this. Oh, yeah, I'm talking about it. I don't care if Jason Lee get clout off of this. I'm going to talk about it. And Jason Lee event wasn't all that. He had some singers that was off key. They was off key. Didn't know how to sing. Didn't nobody shout. No anointing. They had no anointing. They should have had me up in there, and I would have brought the house down. They ain't had no anointing. The drummers was off beat. The keyboard was off beat. The food sucked. They was eating stale crackers and stale cheese. And Nikki at night was there trying to sell some Gucci thongs and pajamas. She was there trying to sell some pajamas. Didn't nobody buy it. So again, but she okay because she's a future wife, so she can go on there if she want to sell her pajamas and her pantyhose that she got for sale. If she want to sell it, go on over there and sell it. All right. So I hear all of that, and I'm just sitting down minding my own business. I ain't worried about it because you know what I'm saying. Nika is my future wife, so she want to go there and sell some Gucci thongs and sell some bras and pajamas and all that. And she definitely got my support. So go on here, future wife, make that bag because when we get together, we're gonna be a powerhouse. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I see that, and I said, "Wow, I got to talk about it." And I see all of that. And I said, wow. And Armon got to admit you can't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Talk about it. Because I see it. It come to my desk. And the person that sent it to me is a moderator. Oh. Let me end this live. A moderator sent this to me. These moderators is messy. Drop a tear. Drop a tear. But this moderator, we cool. They just moderate for Armon. I told them to moderate to let me know what's going on. And they moderate, they just over there moderating, doing fine. And they sent it to me. I said, keep listening. They're a member. They got membership. I said, be over there spaz to let me know what's going on. We just as cool as ever. You never know it. You can never guess it because you can be shocked who it is. I'm cool with a lot of people. Privately. So I'm like, wow. So they called me and so, you know, he blocked me and I got to talk about it. I could have warned him and say, can I talk about it? Because, you know, according to Dr. Larry Reed Mentor, I have to call people. I was trying to call him and say, hey, man, I'm going to have to talk about this on YouTube, but I was blocked. He blocked my number again. I don't block him. You know what I'm saying? I don't have him blocked, but he blocked my number. He called me, and then once he got that, he blocked it. And once I saw that, I said, I'm talking about the Jay Salik thing, whether he come on the show or not. Now, we know the show going to flop because it's Jason. Unless he get powerhouses, excuse me, on his show, I think it's going to flop. And if it's successful, congratulations, we're going to talk about it. But he said he want Rihanna. I don't think Rihanna will go on Jay Salik platform. I don't believe so. Let me send Rihanna a voice note. Because if Rihanna do that, let me put my bid in. Because if she go on the bottom platform, she dead gonna sure can come on the top platform. Where's Rihanna Instagram? Okay. Let me put it in. Let me put my request in. Hey, Rihanna, I know you just had a baby. Congratulations. We wish you all the way well with you and your family. Peace and blessings to you. I would love for you to come on the Wiley Show. We love you and we support you, and we are definitely great. We are on top of our game. We are on top of our game with millions of people watching, and we will let you talk. We will not overtalk you, and we will not bone rush you in photos and pictures, any of that. We would love to have you on our show. I'm Wiley. I go live every day, the Wiley Show on YouTube. We would love to have a conversation with you and your family. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace. Okay. So there we go. So again, we send her a voice note and let's see what happened. All right. So again, we're gonna see what happens. So we want to interview Rihanna. Can y'all still let her know we want to interview her? We want to interview Rihanna. Could I, if anybody want to be a moderator, I need y'all to tag her in the post. Tag me in the post so we can definitely get her in there. And then everybody that's speaking against it, and when she come on there, you're gonna eat them words up. You're gonna eat them words up, right? Because we definitely gonna get her on the show. All right. For all the people that talk against it, you're gonna eat them words up. You're gonna be like, Dad, you got to eat them up. Because you know, she's definitely gonna come on the show and show love. Definitely gonna come on the show and show love. All right. You're gonna definitely eat it up. All right. So she definitely gonna come on. So that's what I had to say about that. So again, if your friend go with the ops, how would you feel? All right. So that's my conversation. That's what I saw. Again, he have a show that's coming out. He haven't posted network, so I believe it's going to be on YouTube, right? I believe it's going to be on YouTube, not a mainstream media site. All right. So let me post a number. If anybody want to call in, let me drop because I don't see any moderators in the house. We're just going to have to moderate. We're going to add, we got moderators in here. Okay. I dropped that. And also I'm going to post a number if you're trying to call in and give your thoughts. We're not going to be here all day because we got other shows to do. I just want to hear y'all thoughts. And we will definitely bring y'all on. No. It's not that number. The number on the screen. That's what. Oh, Lord. Can somebody call the number? Because I want to see if it worked. It's 972 9462. Can we get somebody to call the number? I need to see if it's working. Can somebody call it right quick? All right. All right. So if anybody want to say something, it's y'all time now. If you at work, go in the restroom. Most of y'all work from home anyway. Thank you. All right. I just want to see if it's working. Hello?
Wiley.
Oh, hey. Okay, it's working. Do you want to say something about the topic?
Hello? No, I'm just calling to say hi to see if your number works.
Oh, yeah, it worked. Thank you.
Did you want to say something about the topic?
All right, thank you.
No, because I just got on and I saw the number.
All right, thank you so. All right, thank you so very much. All right, somebody sent some money. Y'all heard that? All right, thank you so much. Somebody sent a somebody sent a cash out. Thank you. All right. So somebody just call it, keep calling it if you want to say something about the topic. All right, so it worked. I just want to make sure it worked. Okay. I appreciate that. So that's what I had to say about that, you guys. And I want to say this humbly. You know what I'm saying? You can't control the Wiley Show. I'm not gonna be able to do that, right? I have my own mind. I have my own the way I do things on my show, and you cannot control what we do over here. Now, the reason why we brought Jason Lee name up is because he took a picture with Armon Wiggins' friend. That is news. Armon Wiggins is a trending topic, and it is what it is. He's a trending topic, and while being a trending topic, you know, we talk about a trending topic, right or wrong. This is what we do over here, and this is why our fans love us. This is why they super chat. This is why they cash out. This is why they become members. It's because we messy and wild and ghetto. Okay, that's how that go. Give me a second. Let me drop. Anybody want to say something? All right. You too old. Talk about 52. I don't want to marry no 52-year-old. They have to change your diapers and stuff like that. Absolutely not. I'm not marrying a 52-year-old. You have to change your diapers and stuff like that. Absolutely not. All right. You got to be 30, 30, 31, 32, my same age. And the youngest would be 26. But you can't be fit. Then I have to change your diapers and put you on a bedpan and all that type of stuff. Absolutely not. You could be submissive, but you could be submissive for somebody else. Be submissive for your caregiver. I'm just gonna say you that right now. I wouldn't be married to no 54, 55-year-old that I have to change. That I have to change your diapers and all that type of stuff. So absolutely not. Absolutely not. And all that type of stuff. Not gonna be able to do that. Not gonna be able to do that. I was just here to around. Okay. Thank you so very much. And I'm just keeping it real. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show. You live on the child, and I got her real number here. But you training for no, I'm training that field, but I don't want to do it for my girlfriend. Absolutely not. Okay. All right. Now I thought, no, I'm not in my 40s yet. This is not gonna happen. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah, that's she said. How you doing? She loves the Wiley Show. She got kids. She's a little on the. She's a little on the She's a little on the go to the class and you in one of them rooms with about 3 chairs in a room and people have on helmets and people have saliva come out of their mouth. She was in one of those classes. So you have to be patient. You have to be patient with her. She was in one of them classes where you go in the room and the regular kids take a test and you got to be taken out of the room and go in the room where the kids beating their head against the chalkboard, so she was in one of she was in one of them rooms. So you definitely, you got to be patient with her, okay? And just be patient with her. So she was in one of them rooms, and that's I have a lot of patience with her. And then she stuck with all the kids because all they're gonna do is hump her and get her pregnant with all the babies, and she stuck with it. Okay. You're live on the show, Miss Barbara.
Hello, Wally. How are you?
Doing well.
Okay, I want to speak about the beautiful Chrisean. With her losing her front teeth, she should get an implant. And also young people today should get implants instead of partials. You know, I was blessed. Unfortunately, I fell and messed up my two central teeth, the only teeth in my mouth. But I was blessed. Hey, I was blessed to have an Indian doctor that just graduated, and I have the top of the line inside of my mouth. They actually feel like your real teeth. You know, I wouldn't have two front teeth if I didn't have them connected to me. Believe me, they would be like everybody else's in the garbage somewhere, sitting on a nightstand. So I was really blessed to get this surgery by this doctor. He practically did it almost for free. And when I had to move to a city, and another dentist looked at my mouth. He called the whole office and look, she got the first original, work in the mouth. So I wanted to just put that out there for people that are struggling with that unfortunate, situation with teeth.
So you have a wooden tooth.
You know what? You begging for me to read your behind.
What do you have? Because you make it seem like you got a
peasant for me to read you, peasant. You just begging for it. Okay. So, now let me go on a serious note.
Okay.
Let's go on a serious note. I'm also following these shows, Zeus, That's What TV, that new app, all of these apps. But one thing that the public is going to have to do, we're going to have to stop all this violence on them shows, because if that assault in Mexico did not teach us something, we're going to wind up seeing a murder on one of these shows, and that's sad. They should not be. I'm just saying we need to change the laws and not allow all of that fighting. If they can't do it without all that too much violence, it's just extremely too much violence. Somebody's going to get extremely hurt, lose an eye, lose a leg, break another neck. That's what I see. So that's what needs to stop with these reality shows.
Well, I don't believe so. I think it's great entertainment, and I actually pitched a show for old grandmothers that picture their grannies gone wild, and they fight in nursing homes and fight in assisted living facilities and have the cameras like rolling. And so I pitched a show to Zeus, so we don't know if they're going to actually do it. But I love reality shows because it offered me great entertainment and ratchetness and stuff like that. And you love it too. I know you watch a lot of ratchet shows, Miss Barbara.
No. I don't love the fighting.
You don't watch reality television at all?
Unfortunately, I do. But I mostly do YouTube now. Like, TV is just boring. But I did see Wiley, Will Smith have a good movie on. Yes, what's the name of that Will Smith movie?
You're talking about I forgot. I don't know if it's Anticipation. I don't know the name of the new movie on there. But thank you so very much for calling. Anything else you want to say about what we talked about today?
Shut up, Wiley. I want to tell you that Will Smith movie.
Okay, we ain't talking about the Will Smith movie.
You gotta say the name of that movie though.
Okay, I'll go see it. I'll go see it. But we thank you so very much for tuning into the Wiley Show. Thank you so very much, Miss Barbara. Because Miss Barbara coming in and trying to change the whole trajectory of the show. All right, let's go. And wow, we got people. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Welcome to the Wiley Show. Do you want to say something about the topic? Let me block her number. I'm about to block that. Hello, welcome to the Wiley Show. Oh, hold on. Let me put you on speaker. I thought you was the. There you go. Go ahead, sir.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to talk about Bobby Brown Jr. with dreads. What is he going to get out of the associating with Jason Lee?
I think
Jason Lee is going to eventually turn on him like he does all his gay friends or associates.
I think that what he's going to do for him is try to feed him stuff just to get back at Armon Wiggins. Unfortunately, he's going to invite him to parties. He's not going to teach him how to do his platform, or he's going to come on his show I'm gonna tell you how he's gonna operate because I know Jason. I know how he works. He's gonna come on the show and do an interview, and he's gonna say, you know why I like you because you keep it real. I really, really love. And I told my team that I have to come on this show. He's gonna feed his ego, and that's what he is. And he's gonna have him on the show just to bait Armon Wiggins in a beef because people are gonna say when he come on this show, it's gonna do numbers because people gonna say, ain't that Armon Wiggins' friend? And y'all gonna be messy and share it. And that's going to bait. It's going to try to force Armon Wiggins' hand to respond because now he have your friend on there.
Also, the friendship between Armon and OKP, it's always seemed like it was one-sided. When I used to watch the talent show that they had, it was very. He used to talk down to the Dread dude.
And he did. And the thing about it, when I knew that, I remember that. And then he was on the Chasing reality series. You remember that? On Chasing LA.
Yes.
He haven't covered that show not one time. He didn't even review the reunion show. He paid a show, Bobby, I Love You Per, cover that show and didn't even cover the show of your quote unquote friend. So I knew then that, and I knew that it was one-sided. And so anytime that Armon criticized Tasha, I tell him all the time, I say that you are just like Tasha K. You may not know it, but you have her characteristics of that. I'm gonna be boost myself up, put myself on a pedestal, talk about myself all the time. And so now that is just how that goes. So I'm just keeping it real. That's do y'all agree with me? He's just like Tasha. Because when you get on the phone, he talks about himself. I don't need this. I get money. I get it back. I'm in Paris. I got Fashion Over. And he talks down to people. He don't know he acts just like Tasha. He really does. He don't know it. He have the same. The reason why him and Tasha don't get along, they have the same traits. They alphas. They narcissists. They have the same traits. Now she don't want to answer. She did all that trolling, but don't want to answer. She did all that trolling. Now she don't want to answer. The lady that did the shot, she did all that trolling. So they said facts or mine and Tasha are extremely simple. Yes, you see that? I see that. Every time you get on the phone, he said, Wiley. Like you talk down to me, that's fake. You don't call my name Wiley. Is what up, Wiley? This blah blah blah. Ain't genuine. You being messy. You trying to bait me to control my platform because you don't call me on a regular. Because you said I ain't gonna deal. And he tell his followers, I'm not gonna deal with Wiley. You can't sit with me. You can't do this. And blase. But then you get on the phone, Wiley. And that's why I tell some of his ding dong followers, y'all don't even know it. You look weird. Oh, why would he call you? Because he can call me. I ain't gonna block him. I'm gonna see what he's talking about. I said, this is a bunch of crap. Talking to me like I'm special. Wiley. That's how he talks to me. Like it irks him to say the name. Now he's probably gonna deny the conversation that we had. He can deny it all day. I know it happened. So, and then he kept saying, why are you quiet? You're talking about yourself. So I don't need to talk. Like when he was talking, I was dead silent because I'm just letting him talk. Why are you so quiet? I said, I'm letting you talk. Hello, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hi, Wiley. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Go ahead, sister, with your question. With your comment about the show.
So, with the Blueface and Chrisean Rock show,
yes, ma'am.
I was a little disappointed. I thought it was kind of boring. Maybe it's because I felt like I've seen these scenes before already play out on social media, but I found it boring. And I saw Chrisean Rock as a little more crazier. Like I felt like she looks even more crazy with this show, and I was really surprised by Blueface's skin. I was surprised by his bad skin. Like I was just really shocked by that. Also, with the Armon Wiggins thing, I love both of you guys, but that's really messed up that he would call you then block you.
Oh yeah.
Like, I can't believe that. I mean, I would be really hurt if someone did that to me. Like, who does he think he is to just call somebody and then block them? Like, that's really messed up. He's doing exactly what he would. If someone did that to him, he'd freak out. Like, he'd freak out if someone did that to him.
Mm-hmm.
He'd freak out. Do you record these calls? Do you record these calls?
I can't talk about what I record or not, but I would tell you what I tell you this. You should
definitely be protecting yourself because you're dealing with really sneaky people.
Yeah,
and I don't know who this friend is. Like, I only watch you the last year and a half.
But that's my point. You don't know because the person with the power of the platform is not promoting him. You more know me, and I'm not associated or friends with Armon Wiggins. You know why you know me? Because we got a personality. And I haven't even been on Chasing Reality or any of these big platforms, but you know me because I'm a hard worker. I'm ratchet. I could be ratchet and ghetto, and you know me. And I take that as an honor.
Yes, I love you, Wiley.
Love you.
And keep doing you. Don't let nobody control you.
Thank you.
It's crazy. Like, why do people think they can control another human being?
I think that because they think that I'm slow because I was in special ed. So they think, oh, he was in special ed. He got a runny nose. He got a cock eye. So we can control it. They think that. And I have to remind them,
they watch you.
They watch you. And they watch. Care about what you say. They care about what I say because I have clout and I have influence. And though we don't have millions of subscribers, he watching from Paris, France. Jason Lee watching in his Hollywood studio with the pictures. Tasha K, she's watching with the mohawk and with the baby with the asthma. They're watching the show. So, that's something for me. I'm like, wow. And I don't even have their numbers yet. But they already watch. So can you imagine once we get to where they're at with subscribers and numbers? Wow. Because if you're watching me now, wait till we get to that level.
I love you, Wiley.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, we got the influence. Don't talk. Because if I didn't have the influence, you won't call my number. If I didn't have the influence, you wouldn't call me. The reason why you call me, because we have the influence. Jason Lee Staff, the lady with the bad acne, the lady with the no neck, the lady with the double wide chin, the white guy, he watched the Wiley Show. They love me. But we ain't got the money to hire them and stuff like that. We ain't got the money to hire them yet. But they watch us. You know what I'm saying? But they watch us. And we appreciate it. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing today?
Wake on up. Don't be sleeping now. Did you just wake up? Did you just get up?
Who, me?
Yeah, did you just get up?
No, been up all day. Been to work and everything.
Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, thank you. I want to comment on Blueface.
Hold on, can you mute your TV because we hear that in the back?
Oh, okay, my bad.
We want to be able to hear you.
Yeah.
We want to be able to hear you.
All right. Okay.
There we go. We can hear you clearly.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah, I want to say something about Blueface, your favorite artist, Chrisean, and Kanye. Okay. Now, I mean, and I know it's plenty more, but y'all, we at a point it's got to stop. Okay, it's entertaining at first, but now it's like almost like bullying. You know why? Because it's obvious Kanye ain't right, man. I ain't gonna say he ain't. He going through it. Now he going through it seriously, and he ain't got nobody. You know what I mean? Stop interviewing him now, because now people interviewing him for clickbait. They know if look on Clubhouse, that man said the Jew word, the whole site crashed. So if y'all know that he gonna get on here and talk about religion and talk about the Jews, why do y'all keep putting him on y'all platform?
Absolutely, because he went on. Man, I can't forget the man's name, but he went on somebody's platform and Clubhouse shut it down and wrote a statement.
It was Whack 100.
Whack 100. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it was Whack 100, and they shut it down. They wrote a whole statement. I said, I'm not bringing on the platform because he's gonna say that, and you're gonna lose your unless you like that white guy that got sued InfoWars, and you own your domain and own your own site and stuff like that, where they can't shut it down. I can understand that piece. But if you have a YouTube channel, you're working for another company. If you're on Clubhouse, you're on another platform, so they can shut you down at any time. It's sad. You're right, using him for ratings. It's sad.
Okay, okay, so that ties into what I want to say about Chrisean and Blueface, even though I think I seen a clip somewhere. I don't know, like a trailer or something. But man, it's like what they say, the eyes is the window to the soul. They look so empty and just, I don't think they should be get them people some help, man. At a point in time, you got to quit entertaining people with y'all toxicity. I hope I'm saying that right. Y'all got to stop. Find something else to do. That's getting old, and it's almost sad. Y'all on there fighting y'all parents. You know, it's just them three. They the worst out here right now to me. Kanye, Blueface, and Chrisean. Boy, them three right there, please. Y'all could take the spotlight off of them and let them go heal. But why won't they do stuff? I'm like, LeBron, why don't y'all do that to Brett Favre? He over there ripping off all the what's that, public aid, welfare.
Yeah, I get that, but you know why they have that? Because it's a sector in the Black community that is Blueface and Chrisean, right? And they exist. And I'm glad they're putting them on a platform to show the toxic relationship, to show it. And it's entertainment. I would rather a Black media company do it, because white folks have been putting Black folks on television and exploiting them for monetary gain. So I don't mind if a Black company doing the same thing, because white networks been doing it for years and became millionaires and billionaires, and then the Black folks that was on there got pennies on a dollar.
Oh yeah.
Now you got Zeus paying them good money to order to do that. So I don't have a problem with, if you want to be toxic on television, then do it.
Okay, so how about this? Have an open mind. Do like a talk show. Like
is they gonna watch it? See,
no. What I'm saying, let me finish. Have somebody like you or some of the y'all bring, like you said, you got to influence. Have, like, you know, when you click on the app, I think you can go to different stuff. Have a option where you can click on blog, like, you know, everything on there is the conversation. I think was Rolling Ray on there.
Rolling Ray was on there. Rolling Ray.
But okay, you see how you can click on those different little shows. Have a broader, you know, some other people want to watch, and you will really cash in. They just honed in on one thing, and that's drama. Y'all got plenty of that. Plenty of it.
I think that it works, and they try to branch off and get other shows like Black China without the fight and drama, and people really don't be watching them shows.
No, it don't have to be reality based. It could be a talk show based, like you got going on.
It could be a talk show, but they're all about their bottom line. It's about business. So in order for a talk show to work in that type of formula and that type of site where the fans are used to, it's going to have to be like a Jerry Springer, where they're fighting on there and they have security to break them up.
And that's so unfortunate.
Because that is what the audience like. Now, if y'all want a show with talk show, y'all want a show like that, then support it. When Oprah Winfrey started her network,
man, that was my girl.
She started her network with a lot what you're talking about. Guess what happened? They did not support the show. They did not support the network. She was losing money, right? They was about to end the own network. What did Oprah have to do? She had to get into reality television. She had to bring Tyler Perry. And once she started to get money back, she sold her ownership rights back to Discovery. So again, people say they want clean, solve.
No, I didn't say clean. I didn't say clean.
Or talk show and all that. A lot of times people don't be watching. It would be great to have YouTubers on there, but a lot of YouTubers are making a lot of money, and I don't think they will go unless the bag make sense. They should, right? And y'all should suggest that to Mr. Plummer, or to the whole staff over there. Suggest it.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't got to be all clean now, honey. I'm with the mess, but all of that, they fighting and they swinging and they tearing, you know, all like that.
People,
don't be going to get fly.
It's a lot of
got on all my good looking clothes, and y'all ripping
it's a lot of African Americans that fight.
Yeah, we all fight. We all got it in us, you know.
You probably don't live in the hood. You probably live in the suburbs in a predominantly wealthy area.
I'm in the south side of Chicago. What are you talking about?
I'm in Inglewood, so I've seen all this. Yeah. So it don't surprise me. I'm ratchet and ghetto.
I'm right there with you, baby.
This is where
I'm just a little older. That's
so I'm entertained. I used to see people snatching out wigs. I remember my mama chased my brother down the street with a bottle and they was fighting in the street. So this is what I'm used to, that ghetto-ness. So again, this is entertainment. I used to sit out there and record folks fighting out of my neighborhood. It was entertainment. So
Okay.
I'm
I've
entertained by
been
that.
there, done that too. But what I'm saying is, you got to open your mind up, though. It's more than that.
It is more than that. And I watched that. I watched the Roland Martin show, right?
Oh, yeah, about that. How you sitting there talking about you vote for Trump, but you...
No. I said I watched Roland Martin. So what I'm saying is, I don't just watch the Ratchet in the Ghetto. And when I want to get, stimulated mentally, I go watch me some Roland, right? And that's what I do. But if I want to see some ratchet and some ghetto-ness, I go pay the $4.99 and watch Zeus. It's $4.99, $4.99, and I'm getting entertained. And he making people millionaires.
And that's true, because we've been here before. But what I'm saying is, the reason why we did them three people, and they the worst, right? It's like it's sad, especially with Kanye. It's not.
Well,
it's
Kanye,
it's not.
I really don't be feeling sad for him, because
help. He need 5150. If they say what you say, feed the monkey, watch him poop. If you quit interviewing him, chasing him with cameras and all like that, and just let it fizzle out, Kanye be cool. You gotta quit giving him attention.
Keep talking. Let me go take a little bathroom break. Go ahead. What do you suggest?
On me. What I suggest? Going over there with Russell Simmons, going over there and woosah, get balanced, centered, and grounded. Leave this, because I'm telling you, America's social media is different, y'all. Like, look it up. China cut their internet off for their kids, and they better not do nothing like this. They can only use it for education. Just chill. That's what he needs to do. He just need to chill out, fall back out the spotlight. And that'll probably be hard for him to do with Kim, what's her name? Yeah, Kim Kardashian. That's probably, she a part of it too. But yeah, just leave him alone. Quit bullying him. He said what he said about the Jews, and it wasn't no lies told. And they mad. Remember when they did Whoopi and Nick Cannon like that? They was like, "What we say wrong?" They was like, "What we say wrong?" Because they was genuinely surprised. They was like, "We ain't saying nothing wrong. We said the truth." But you don't tell it.
But this
say
is the
sorry.
This is the point where African Americans have to understand. If you're working for a corporation and you say something out of pocket that they represent and they're part of this organization, listen, let me say this. Let me reword it this way. If you work for your oppressor and you're trying to call out your oppressor, you're going to be shut down. That's common sense. So if you really want to pick this lifestyle of speaking out, then don't work for your oppressor. Build your own.
And that's crazy. I had this conversation with a friend.
Whoopi Goldberg. You got mad and shut you down, but build your own ABC and all that. So you can't be like,
see what they did to Bill Cosby when he tried it. You see what they did to him.
Oh, you keep speaking about your oppressor, but you on your oppressor's platform. So that's why I don't speak against my oppressor. It is what it is. And if you want to be free to speak against your oppressor, do what InfoWorlds have done and create your own platform.
And I 100% agree with you. And I look at people with the money, like the LeBrons and all those people who pop that stuff. Y'all, what more do you want? These people are paying y'all hundreds of millions contract to play ball and all. What more? Okay, you got that. Take that, run back to I ain't gonna say run back to the hood or nothing, but African Americans are the biggest spenders.
Absolutely.
We spend the most money. So why not pour back into what you want? More. You hit your lick. You done got 2 or 3 contracts worth 150 million. Cool. I'm gonna fall back, do my own thing, because I see y'all controlling. I can't say this, I can't do that, I can't do nothing. I'm cool. I ain't gonna never be broke again. But I guess the goal is just to be richer and richer.
I understand that. And my thing is the best commitment you can have for your community is build a hospital, a school.
Come on now.
And a grocery store and a bank. Those are institutions you can do for your community. So I don't just want you to be talking about being quote unquote woke. Bring some of them dollars in your community, give them a bank, a hospital, a school, and a grocery store. So that will tell me that, baby, not only are you woke, but you're willing to bring your resources to a community that really need those resources. So don't just be sharing a documentary or sharing these thoughts. bring that money back into the same neighborhoods that you
Why
came
do
from,
you think they
right?
don't? Why don't they do it?
I
I
think they
promise
don't.
we
I
had
think
this
they don't do
conversation
that
last
because
night.
number one, they're selfish. Number two, they have white advisors that are not black. Number three, they just don't want to do it because they're selfish. They are talk that talk, but they're not willing to walk that walk.
Ain't that weird? You got the
That's
money. They
that's
cannot
not
take it
weird.
back.
It's a lot of selfish African American people that get money and they're very selfish. They want to do it like Oprah. She
They
even
leave the
though
country and do stuff. You went out of the
right,
country.
she went to Africa. I'm fine with that, but there's so many places she could have went in America and done that. In Chicago, where she had her show in Chicago,
Yes.
she could have done it there. She didn't do it. Even though I have to speak to her credit that she sent a lot of black men to college in Morehouse College,
I remember.
paid their scholarship. So she did doing enough, but I think she could have done way better by bringing her school to South Side or West Side of Chicago. So thank you so very much, sis, for bringing that up.
All right, no problem. But yeah, that is weird. I was wondering why if I was balling out like that, I'll put a rec room, like you said, first of all, a hospital, recreation, because them kids. That's why the kids get
Right.
into stuff. They don't have the rec rooms no more after school. But yeah, that's all. I just wanted to see.
Thank you so very much.
All right.
Thank you so very much for that. Okay, so I have somebody that's actually on Armon Wiggins. They're listening. One of my producers said this quote. He's on Station Head. And he said he has no friends on YouTube. All right. So that's what he said actually on that. So you're going to see Jason Lee on that quote unquote no friend or friend podcast or show, and you're definitely going to see it. And I think they had issues in their relationship months ago. And I think the friend was like, listen, you ain't doing nothing for me. I'm not going to drag you, but I'm going to work with your ops. That's how that went. I'm going to work with your ops. And I guess Armon tried to use some chess, try to use a chess move and try to control us to not bring this out to the masses because we have an audience and we have people that listen. Not only that, we have subscribers that listen. We have other YouTubers that listen to our show. Also, we got the producer that actually listen. He said he doesn't mess with channel growers. Okay. Give me a second, you guys. Wow. So people are definitely listening in and giving their thoughts about all of this. Wow. Okay. So again, we post a number. So if anybody want to call in and give their thoughts, he should definitely respond to it publicly, on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because Jason going to go on the show, and that's going to force Armon Wiggins' hand because he's going to have to respond to it. Jason Lee, if he see this, cut your hair. It looks goofy. So selfish, like he started from somewhere. And, I guess the best friend or the friend of Armon was like, listen, you're not doing anything for me. You're not shouting me out. You're not sharing me. At least you can do is interview me, interview my cast members. And he have not done that. So he jumped ship and went over there and promoted Bobby, I Love You Purr. He did that. Y'all remember that. He went over there and he interviewed Bobby, I Love You Purr, and did not bring his friend on there. So that's just how that went. Okay. All right. And so we will continue to compare views. Thank you so very much. I want to respond to your comment. While it's not compare other YouTube channel views when your channel views are low, I will continue to compare YouTube views because this is the Wiley Show. All right. We will continue to do so. All right. Okay.
He's saying what? He don't mess with channel starters.
He don't mess with channel growers, like helping people grow their channel. He don't mess with. He don't do that.
Oh, he just started a channel and it just jumped to wherever it is right now.
No, he worked. He had to. Yeah, okay.
And that's why him and Tasha K fell out because he was a channel grower at one time and he wanted her to help him, right?
Right, absolutely. He said he was going to pay her to help.
I remember something my uncle said. This was a long time ago when Kanye first started. He was arrogant
and everything before he even, got to the Kim case. And he said reality got a way to touch you on your shoulder and you know it's real. The same thing gonna happen if Armon do not settle himself and stop being so arrogant and not being appreciative of his success. Because look at Kanye now. Reality touched him on his shoulder and he is going crazy.
I hear you. You definitely have a point with that.
Okay, that's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
Robert, you on one today. I am under my desk.
Right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for support. We definitely have that way, and people didn't like it, but hey, we're gonna say what we have to say when we do this show, and I appreciate the people coming out, saying what they're saying in the chat and actually showing love. And again, the reason why we brought this conversation up is because we was gonna do it for clicks and views. We're about entertaining the audience. We're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers. Okay. All right. And of course, today is trial day of the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion trial day. So any updates, y'all, my email is open, my phone number, that's my phone number. So if you need to call me or text me or anything like that, you can definitely do so on the phone line. So any updates, if you're in LA, you got any updates of court that I need to do, or you can email me, DM me. All of my social media is open. I got 2 of my devices. We are ready. So whatever updates, any major updates that are going on, send it to us so we can definitely post that as well. Okay. Let me drop the link. Anybody that want to come on, I will drop the link and bring you on the show. We got 453 million people watching. Make sure you click that like button. All right. You seen the clip where he said he did all that to free himself in a multi-million-dollar deal. I did see that clip about that. So we'll see if he actually stand on that. But that's a dumb standing, in my humble opinion. That's what I believe. I believe that was very stupid of him. Just saying, to do all of that and losing all them deals. It just doesn't make any sense for that way. So yeah, I don't know how to use Pacer. So if y'all know how to use Pacer, let me know about anything with Pacer. If y'all know how to use, because I know it take a little while to update on Pacer. So let me know if you actually got that on Pacer. So if you got the documents and stuff like that, send it over to my DM and stuff like that. Did you get the information for the thumbnail? Good morning. Oh, good afternoon. Oh, okay. So I'll be looking forward to it because today is a trial day. All right. All right. Bye-bye. All right. So we getting a thumbnail ready for Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion because today is trial day. Shut them down, Wiley. This is your show. If you want to talk about views, you can. It's free speech. Absolutely. And I will continue to talk about it. The other woman is so true, and I like all of them. It depends on my mood. I can care how they trash each other. And also, did anyone find out why a lot of celebrities unfollowed Megan at once a few months ago? We don't have any, that's what celebrities do. They're fake and phony. Sometimes they feel like you ain't hot and popping no more. They will unfollow you. I didn't block her. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. I didn't block her. I actually still follow her on all of my accounts. We definitely showing her love. And I appreciate that. But also my last point I want to say is just because you have 100,000 subscribers, Armon Wiggins and others, doesn't mean the next person won't have that success. So to my up and coming YouTubers, keep going. Don't stop. This is your time. Don't stop. Keep delivering your content. Don't stop. Because a lot of people say that they don't want to do this job and it's hard, it's difficult, though it may be challenging because you don't have the audience. But my best advice to you is to don't give up. If you keep trying at it, you will get there. I'm a living testimony of that. I'm in a transitional mode of continue to work at it. So don't stop. You may not have the numbers. You may only have 10 people watching you. But the next day or the next week or the next month or the next 6 months, You can have 3,000 people watch you in the chat. So don't give up. Keep going. Don't stop, because a lot of people get into this YouTube space and they want to grow instantly. This is not an instant game. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So it's going to take you a while. Some people, it may take a year. Some people, it may take 10. Some it may even take 15 years, right? But the thing is continue to be consistent, right? Continue to be consistent. Do not give up, because of the people that you look up to with the million subscribers, they all started at one. They all started at one subscriber. They all started with a couple of people watching them. Nobody just instantly became famous on YouTube. So I just had to put that out there. All right. Because I already know in LA, it's about 9:21 in LA. I know about the time difference, you guys. I told y'all, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hello.
Hey, welcome.
Hey, hi. Hello everyone. I just wanted to comment on the Kanye West situation.
Talk about it.
So I don't think that he was foolish, as you say, for getting out of the Yeezy deal, because he's pretty much done everything that he said he was going to do. I know, like, when he talked about the contracts, he wasn't happy, and he was under contract. He actually was able to end his deal with Gap because they didn't keep up their end of the bargain. And my thing is, if he owns the Yeezy brand name, they actually were able to take the designs, but what good are the designs if they don't have the name attached to it?
They're going to get a new name and put marketing behind it.
Okay. But this is the thing. Let me finish. This is the thing. That's fine, but that's what they were doing before he came in. So he's the brand. So, I mean, I'm quite sure they'll be able to sell the product, but they're not going to be worth anything anyway, but without the Yeezy name attached to it. They are going to be just Adidas, which people were buying Adidas and the other Adidas brand items before, but they're still not going to have the name. And designs expire. Trends change, people move on. That's just fashion. So how good are these designs are going to actually be within the next year? They're not going to be worth anything because they're not going to have the Yeezy name attached to it because he owns his name. So he was very smart in that because he can take his name wherever he goes. So I think that was very smart of him. He was trying to get out of that contract, for one, because they were doing some behind the scenes. They were stealing his designers, and they were also cutting deals with Asia, which he was saying that they were actually duplicating his designs and his name without his permission. So, anyone that's smart, that has a brand that owns their name, he owns his name, he owns Donda, he owns Yeezy. Anyone that has sense, why would you want someone to take your name and put it on something that you didn't approve? So he was very smart for wanting to get out of that deal.
I don't think that he's smart. Number one, he negotiated a bad deal. Because when you do negotiations, why do they have control of the design? He should have never gave them creative control over his designs of his work. That was a stupid deal. And Kanye pretends like he's so smart.
It depends on the legality of the situation. So we don't know exactly what they had control over and what they don't.
He does dumb stuff, right? Anytime somebody have control of your designs, is stupid. So he did a dumb deal. And then also, he's getting kicked out of Chase Bank, which is stupid because you should have had your money in a black.
Okay, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Let's stay on the Yeezy brand because that's what I called about.
I want to say that about Kanye West. I don't think he's smart at all. He's losing money. He lost a lot of money, and he had to postpone the work of his house because he lost so many deals. That's stupid. He's dumb.
Okay, but this is the thing. This is the thing. Okay, well, I didn't get a chance to finish my point. But the thing about it is that that's what you say. But I mean, again, designs, again, if you know anything about fashion, designs and trends change. They don't continue on. So whatever shoes that he has that still have the Yeezy name attached, at this point, those sales have skyrocketed. You will only be able to buy those shoes on like an eBay or underground tennis shoe website, or some underground like maybe boutique or something like that. If you're a sneakerhead, any sneakerhead will tell you that. So they've actually increased the value of his shoes by ending that deal. So now if he wanted to make a profit, whatever shoes that he has left, he could make a fortune just by them ending in, because he owns the Yeezy brand.
But he's
So
too
I
busy.
mean, it was
He's too busy criticizing folks that's doing something.
you don't know what he's too busy doing,
and
Wiley.
you
We
don't know
don't know what he's too busy doing.
he's
Are
very
you in his
young,
house?
and
Are you employed by
hold on.
Kanye West?
He broke a deal with this
You're
device.
not employed by Kanye West.
One second, ma'am.
Okay, well,
One
sorry
second.
to say that you
One
bought the device.
1 second. Let me remove you off because you can't overtalk me, ma'am. So we bought this device, and his contract has been terminated. So now all the fans that brought this device, because of his mouth, because of him criticizing a religious group, and they terminated the deal. So all the people that purchased this device literally is out of luck, listen to his album, and they just wasted $200. It doesn't make any sense. All right. And we were one of the ones that purchased the device. Well, y'all gave me the money to purchase the device, and he lost that deal.
But why are we talking about a device? Where I'm talking about the Yeezy brand.
Because
You talking about a device and talking about religion and all this other stuff.
Because I'm talking about all the deals that he lost, ma'am. He didn't just lose Adidas. He didn't just lose Gap. He lost this deal as well with this stem player. And I thought he owned this, but he contracted it and lost that deal. And then he also got shut down on Clubhouse because of his mouth. So whatever he's trying to do, he's sabotaging his brand. Not only that, he's sabotaging other people's brand by going on their show and getting their shows shut down. Well, that's how that go. All right. He shut it down. He was on Whack 100 and they shut him down. Oh man. Okay, somebody had called. Let me see. Let me call them back. Give me a second. Hold on. Somebody had called me. Let me call him back. I don't know why she hung up. It was not fake. It was fake black owned. Hello. Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show. Welcome to the. You called in. Let me call her back. You called into the Wiley Show. Designs are made 2 or 3 years out, like they already designed spring and summer. Ownership, fake black owned. Stop trying to convince me that Kanye West is genius. He's not. He's not a genius. Okay. He is not all right in his mind. All right. Anybody else want to call in? Oh, I guess that person, I guess it was the wrong number. Okay. All right, let me drop the link. They say he a genius. No, he's not. Geniuses don't lose deals and get out of the billionaire status. And if he's such a genius, why he can't afford to get his house remodeled? He had to postpone it because the deals got dropped. You know he needs some help. He needs some help. He need help. That's what he need. He ain't no genius losing deals. Man, please. Not using deals. Welcome to the Wiley Show. Hello. Welcome to the Wiley Show. You called it. Hello. Welcome to the Wiley Show. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I'm sorry. It was some sort of the phone kept hanging up on me.
All right, welcome.
I'm glad I was able to get back through. But Wiley, I was calling to say I totally agree with you about Kanye West. He is not smart, and people need to stop saying he's a genius. This man, he's really, in my eyes, a con artist. Like, he messed up so much stuff because, one, he won't take his medication, and two, he feels that he is smarter than the other people in the room. And he's not. He went into contracts with the very people that he's talking about. He knew who these people were, but he went into these contracts with these people. And now, because he gave all of his creative control away, he doesn't like how, you know, he feels that they're doing them because it's all his feeling. And, you know, from his perspective, he doesn't like how he feels that they are doing them in the end. So now he wants more control. You gave up that creative control. So it makes no sense. And the black people that is supporting him, we really need to stop. We should have stopped when this man said slavery was a choice. That was like a real slap in the face to black people and all that we've been through with slavery, with Jim Crow laws. I mean, a lot of our parents, they grew up in Jim Crow. And some of us are a product of the Jim Crow. And when he said what he said, black people should have stopped supporting him. Stop saying this man is a genius. He's not a genius. This man is a master manipulator.
I agree because he negotiated the deals. You're right. And he's losing the deals, man. And if he was such a genius, you would have created your own brand, have creative control over there, had your own website, invested with a warehouse and shipping it out. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? That would have been a genius move. But you work with the same oppressor, and now you want to call him out. And now you get mad and call them out because they take your deals. You can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? And Kanye want to have it both ways. He want to be able to criticize his oppressor, and then he want to be able to criticize black folks. He don't have no ally because one day he with us, the next day he's not.
I feel the same way. It's crazy. He should have made his own lane. And I believe I was watching an interview where Dame Dash was telling him, you should not go into partnership. Don't give creative control to anyone. Keep your brand. He didn't listen to Dame Dash. And this is someone who's been through what Kanye's been through. And he's kind of blackballed in the industry, however you look at it. But this is someone that was giving Kanye advice that went down that road. Kanye was too arrogant to listen to it. So now all of a sudden, everybody is this and everybody is that. No, you knew what you were getting into. You knew what contract you were signing. You knew you were selling your soul, and you were willing to do it for whatever it was because you wanted to be the richest black man, the richest billionaire, first black billionaire. You know, you had all these labels for yourself, which, you know, I don't know why you were promoting yourself as the richest billionaire when you never really had that money in your hand. You were only estimated. And they took that estimation away from him real quick.
Yes, he didn't have that liquid cash. Because because I want to know, I don't want to know estimation how much that liquid cash that you got in your bank, liquid.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And it was funny. He was saying like, he was a billionaire. Then when all this stuff went down, the next day they were saying like he went down to $420 million. But Chase account, the actual money that this man actually had was only like $140 million, $200 million.
Wow.
So, I'm not saying that that's a little bit of money. That's a lot of money. But, you weren't a billionaire. You were just estimated. What you actually had liquid was a couple $100 million. So, I mean, and again, that's not a little bit of money. That's,
absolutely. I hear what you're
God
saying.
Knows,
right.
I won't see that money in my lifetime, but God knows more than me. But, you weren't a billionaire. So you got arrogant on absolutely nothing. You should have kept your mouth shut. If you didn't like the deal, finished out the contract that you had, renegotiated those deals. And the woman that said that he can rebrand, he can't rebrand because he gave those deals, creative controls, like you said, to Adidas, to Balenciaga, to everyone else. He didn't own that. He didn't have ownership in that. That's why he had to break those contracts the way he said he had to break those contracts. Because Kanye he tells some truth and a whole lot of lies.
Absolutely. And then he preyed on uneducated black folks that believe the crap that he's talking about. He talking all this pro-black, but he sold everything. He gave everybody the rights.
Exactly. So that is just crazy to me. I just wanted to call it. Oh, and Wiley, I wanted to call it about that lawyer too.
Go ahead.
You were out of your mind that day, Wiley. I was dying. Oh my God. Wiley, I agree with what you said. You made a lot of valid points. He was kind of looking stupid in the face. I just wanted you to let him talk a little bit because I really wanted to hear like his position. Because like you mentioned, he's not even the lawyer, and you kind of really uncovered that without really.
Right, he's not the lawyer, and he's just an advisor. He wasn't even the lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Absolutely.
And he had to learn to come on the show like he was the actual lawyer.
Absolutely.
That was funny. That was like, and my husband and I, we were watching it together. And my husband was like, well, why is he yelling? I was like, because this is what Wiley do. This is what he do. But he got a lot of valid points in what he's saying. Like, this guy is not the lawyer. And so the thing with Larry Reed, like, I just feel like it's too much smoke around that situation. I don't know what he got into. And like you mentioned last night, there's a lot of people that don't like. Obviously, there's a lot of people that don't like them, and they could be causing trouble because how we are as a people. We don't like you. We do make a lot of issues for each other, and that could be what it is for him. He now has a lot of money. He's been exposing people in the church, so people probably just don't like him.
Oh, absolutely. So, and that's the point. Like, he exposed a lot of people in the church. They don't like him. They're jealous that he gets a lot of money. And he's not in a traditional sense of a church having the four walls, that he can reach more people on the internet than some folks can do inside their church. So they're jealous about that. So a lot of this is being pumped up by Bishop E. Dewey Smith, about all these bishops that he's been talking about. And so they're funding this allegedly. They're pushing these people up to come against Larry Reed. And that's why you get this lawyer. He's trying to get his way in the door because he want to be a YouTuber. He have the best camera, the best mic. He got a whole YouTube channel. He ain't got no views, but he got a whole YouTube channel there. So he won clout. And then talking about, I don't even know what clout mean. And then I heard you like to pee on people. That means you watch the show, so you won clout.
That was funny. You was tearing him up with everything he was covering. And at some point, he was just really looking stupid on this camera. Like, I don't know. Wiley, I do enjoy your show. I watch your show all the time. Like, you are my number one YouTuber. And I think for the last 3 or 4 years, I've been just consistently watching you. And it's like you, and it's another one. I won't say his name on this show because I'm not giving anybody clout on your show, even though they did reciprocate to you. So, but it's you, and then it's another one. I hang on your every word. So I just wanted to say that. I am rooting for you to get to 30,000 by the end of this year.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm hoping that we can get you there.
Thank you so very much, and we will get there. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. You have a good day, Wiley.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. We got people back. We got a person backstage. Thank you all so very much. I just learned that word clout. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Yes, hi. I'm calling back. So I don't know what happened. My phone got disconnected. But I was trying to continue on saying what I was saying. And, that last caller, she has no idea what net worth is. So, like, miss, go research, go Google. It's easy, and just be quiet. Because anyone that knows about money would know that net worth does not mean cash money in the bank. Net worth is assets. It could be stocks. It could be, of course, cash money that you have in the bank. It could be real estate, property. All of those different things equals net worth. Most billionaires, if not all, don't actually have, specifically those who are one-digit billionaires, which is what Kanye West was. They don't have cash money, $1 billion cash money in the bank. So, miss, just be quiet. Go somewhere, sit down. You don't know what you're talking about. As far as net worth is concerned, like, please, like, go here somewhere. And my thing is, as I was saying before, he owns the name. When you own your name, you can take it anywhere you want. You have to start from somewhere. So if he decided to do these contracts with these companies, he's trying to build. He had plans to begin to open up his own stores. And that was one of the reasons why Adidas was holding him back, because he was still under contract. So he still had the deal with Balenciaga. And, you know, we don't know what the man's plans were, but he was in motion and set to open up his own warehouses and things like that before he got blackballed. Now, was it he still owns his name. He can take it wherever he wants to take it. Now, was it maybe smart for him to say what he said, prior to him establishing his warehouses and things like that to be able to produce himself? He was basically just using Adidas as a manufacturer to push his product. That was his product. He still owned Yeezy. So basically they were getting a portion of it, and that's why he was able to obtain so much wealth. But that was his plan, to move forward to do that. So that's why I just called to say that. But he still owns his name. As I said before, designs they fade, they go away, they don't last forever. So Adidas can keep those designs, and whatever, they will eventually fade, and then they will eventually have to move on to the next person. But I mean, if you own your name and you are going into a deal with the company to push your product, what gives them the right to take your product and go behind your back? That is why they fired that CEO that they hired, because what he was doing behind the scenes is that he was taking his designers and he was cutting deals with China to push his merchandise in the black market, but also trying to cut these side deals with Adidas. So he had every right to want to get out of the contract. Okay, it's like they were pressured to cut the deal with him because of the remarks that he made. But would they have done it if they weren't pressured? Of course not. But you have a lot of individuals, I'm quite sure millions and millions of, individuals in the Jewish ethnicity that buy Adidas, even though Adidas is not a Jewish company. They are not, but even still, they felt like in the long side, okay, well, let's just end this deal because he may be a liability at this point. But I mean, even still, they made the decision. He owns his name, and he can pretty much take it wherever he wants to take it. So that's all I had to say about that.
All right, but I think Kanye West is very crazy for how he negotiated those deals. Very sad, pathetic. He should have done what African Americans have been doing, that own companies, build it from the ground up, selling it to the community, getting a warehouse, shipping it out, and work out a deal to do that. And he should have done that. You never sign away your designs. That's stupid. You never give them all of this clout, and now they can use those designs and just change the name and actually make designs even similar to that to make black folks buy it. They're not going to boycott Balenciaga. Black folks are not going to boycott Adidas. It's just not going to happen. Black folks love those brands, and they're going to continue to support those brands. The brand the institution is still going to survive. Kanye West is just an individual, and what they're going to do, they're going to get another black person with clout, and they're going to have designs, and you're going to forget about what Kanye West is doing. Now, Kanye West can definitely capitalize off of this by creating his own company and creating his own designs and selling it to the people. But again, no other organization want to work with a man that's always criticizing a religious group, criticizing a group of people, being disrespectful. That's bad business. Nobody can survive if you're working on these corporations. That's just bad business. He just crazy for doing so. And he did that. Oh, I just want to get out of the deal. But look, now you got to pay $200,000 a month. So for child support, now you said you want to redo your home and get your home remodeled, but you have to postpone that because you lost deals. That's stupid. You should have waited till all them deals expired and then start your own thing. But yet you were still working with the oppressor. Then you got mad and you were dragging the oppressor. Now, not only did you lose deals with Adidas, but you also lost your own bank account with Chase. So I wonder, Kanye West, since you love black people so much, you say, would you put that money in One United Bank, one of the largest black-owned banks, or would you put all those millions into the green bank that Killer Mike owned as well? I wonder, brother, would you do that? Would you put it in one?
Well, let me ask you this, Wiley. Let me ask you this. Would you put $100+ million
And would you put it in one of the black owned infrastructures, one of the black owned institutions? Would you put it into building a black hospital and stuff like that? That's what I'm talking about. So you talk all that stuff about black folks, but what are you going to invest in the black community is what I'm saying. That's the perfect opportunity to do so. And I highly doubt he would do it because he's all about
Put that
himself.
money into a bank owned by someone named Killer Mike. Would you put your
Now,
money into it? Would you put over $100 million
what's the
into a
problem with
bank
that?
by someone? Killer Mike, really? What
Oh,
Killer Mike?
I didn't just name Killer Mike. I said one United Bank. You missed that part. One of the
Okay, but
largest.
you said
one of
Killer
the-
Mike.
and
You,
I said
where is
that
he? I
too.
don't even know anything about
I-
a United Bank,
be-
but I'm not dumb. No,
because
that's dumb. You said
that's-
Kanye West is
because
dumb, but
again,
that's dumb, Wiley.
because again, if you
I
can't
mean,
deal
that's
with hold on,
laughable.
one second. If you cannot
My
deal with the
Lord.
white banks, where you gonna go? If you can't go
This
with
is
the
the
white bank,
thing.
if you
Okay,
can't,
well,
if you
he'll
can't
figure
bank,
it out. It's his
if
money. If
you
he wants to keep
can't,
$100 million
if you
inside his home, he can do
if
that. But
okay,
this is my
that
thing.
would be stupid. Again,
Okay,
if
well,
you're
it is
for,
what
if
it
you're
is. He
for,
can hire
if you're
security.
for,
But this is
if
my
you're
thing.
for,
I'm
if
not
you're
going
for
to
black
be.
folks,
I'm not going
if
to
you're
debate.
for,
I'm not going to
hold on, let me
continue this
say this.
debate about where
If you're
Kanye West
for,
decides to
if
put
you're for
his
black,
hundreds
if
of
you're
millions
for
of
black
dollars.
folks, hold on one
While
second.
me and you sitting up here
If
doing the
you're
work.
for black folks, invest in black institutions. If he's such a genius, put your money in black institutions. This woman that speak, she don't even know that Killer might own a black-owned bank, but yet she's defending a black man that have hardly done anything for black people. Put your money in black-owned banks. Put your money in black-owned institutions. And you can't be talking about the white man and you banking and you rubbing elbows with the white man. I can understand his message if he's all about supporting black. How many millions have he put in black media? How many millions have he put in black designers and startup companies? How many? But yet you criticizing the same oppressor that you've been tap dancing for years, but you mad because you want to change up the deal and you mad that they cancel you, and now you out here with a mask over your face, looking like a clown. And now you owe $200. Now you got to pay Kim Kardashian $200,000 because the lawyer, which I was shocked that a lawyer even dropped it because of your words. It is bad business. Bad business for what Kanye. Bad business. We're gonna see where he's gonna go in the future. But I'm saying this to Kanye West again. I wonder where are you going to put all the millions if you can't bank with the black man or you can't bank with the white man? Are you going to put it in black-owned banks or are you going to put it in another
Your
white
show. Ask Kanye West to come on your show.
I would never
come
bring
on
him
your
on.
show.
I would never interview a man that's
Okay,
that's.
but I don't see why because you're so concerned about where this man is putting his money. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the business aspect of it. You talk about where he put his money into a bank owned by Killer Mike. I'm not putting. Come on, anybody's doing it with no Killer Mike.
And it's just not Killer Mike.
Okay,
it's just not Killer Mike that owned the bank. It's other black leading people that's leading as well. And until he take his medication and get medicated, until he get calm, then we will bring him. We will bring him on the show. All right, but until then, I'm not bringing him on the show because his mind, you don't know what he gonna say. He gonna talk about a group of people that own the channel and mess on my bag. I'm not crazy like Kanye West. Kanye West don't make any sense. And if he really loved Whack 100, why would you say that and get Whack 100 bag stopped? Because that's how Whack 100 make his money. He make his money off Clubhouse. He went on there talking all that stuff and they shut it down. That's bad business, is what I'm saying. All right, somebody has definitely been calling me or the number. I don't know if this is a person that want to say something. Let me drop the link. Give me a second. I'm gonna bring that other person on. But they're eating up the lines. I would prefer y'all hit the link. But give me a second because she is still backstage. We're gonna let her get her last point, and then I will open up the phone. I'll answer the phone. Go ahead. Your last point.
My thing is open up an account with Killer Mike. You want you to do that. You put your money in the bank by Killer Mike.
I have done that.
So you with Killer Mike? You with Killer Mike and them?
I have done that. I put money in it. I put money in the
Oh wow, okay.
I've done that.
Oh well, let me know. Let me know what.
All right, thank you. Because you talking when you got black folks that talking like that, I'm done talking to you. Do you have it in there? Do you have it in there? Lady, please. Let me call this person back. All right. Because she Ain't got no sense. And I ain't gonna keep talking to. Hello, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
Doing well.
Well, I think you was really getting it in with the other caller. But I ain't talked to you in a while. And you know what, you got some pretty good topics you got going on with your show today. Anyway, how I feel about the Jason Lee, and I know who the friend is that we talking about.
Can you hit the link? Because I know you're gonna call and defend Armon. Why can't you hit the link?
No, but listen, no.
I know. I'm asking you. I'm saying, why can you?
It's not even on the sense of me up there trying to bash nobody or anything.
I'm asking you, why can you listen to me? What I'm trying to say, hit the link because you're gonna call to defend Armon Wiggins. So you hit the StreamYard. Okay. Yeah, so it could be loud so we can hear you clearly.
Okay, I'm about to hit the link.
Okay. So, wow. Talking about Killer Mike, I just got an email. We'll get into that later. All right, let me drop the link because I know she's gonna call and defend Armon Wiggins. So let me drop the link. I ain't gonna be holding her. Hit the link, child. All right. So again, I want to correct this. It's black-owned banks that exist, is what I'm saying. And black-owned banks have been dying because a lot of the black celebrities with the capital, they bank with Chase, they bank with Bank of America, they bank with, what's the other bank that do black folks so wrong? They got a lawsuit. Oh my gosh, y'all know the name of the bank. They actually being sued by attorney Ben Crump for they actually been sued right now. It's not Chase Bank, it's not Bank of America. It's another bank that's being sued. They was actually opening up accounts under people's names. I forgot the name. It's coming to me. But again, these same black folks bank like Wells Fargo. Yeah, Wells Fargo. So again, they was banking with that. And I'm like, why not put y'all money in black-owned banks? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of black folks bank with Wells Fargo. And I remember Jamal Green, he was actually protesting Chase Bank because Chase Bank was putting pennies on a dollar they was putting pennies on a dollar investing in black communities. So what he did was he just kept protesting. He kept protesting. And now Chase Bank committed of putting $1 billion in Chicago, West and South Side areas. And so again, is what I'm saying is you have One United is one of the largest black-owned bank out here, and you could put those millions of dollars in those banks. We bank with One United, have a good credit card with them. I would not recommend getting their credit card. Their whole system is all, and so you can definitely bank with black-owned bank like Bank United with One United, and you can make that bank can be able to have more capital to open more businesses, to and better their system and all of that. But if you don't bank with your own people, I question that when you say you so woke, right? When you say you so woke, let me actually call her back because she want to defend Armon because she been blowing this. So I'm gonna call her back because she want to defend Armon. So I just hold it up. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to hear. So I just hold it up to the speaker. I mean to the microphone because I don't think she know how to hit StreamYard. So I'm gonna call her back. So y'all bear with me, you guys. Hold on, I'm gonna just let you talk because I don't know if you know how to hit StreamYard. So go ahead. You live on the show. Okay, so yeah, okay, just you can talk now. I'll put you on speaker. Go ahead.
So what I was gonna say is in regards to Armon and Jason Lee or whatever. For one, I feel like Jason Lee was definitely bothered by that show that Armon did about him. But at the same time, I feel like Jason Lee, he's self-righteous. He don't even see that you started it. You said all this stuff about that man or whatever, and then when he respond back, you get amnesia on why you got the business. But as far as you and Armon go, I don't feel like Armon is trying to trying to control you. If anything, I feel like he did you a favor. You know what I mean? Because that's not gonna make him no different about who you choose to talk about. Because the truth of the matter is that
he got a huge audience. So he don't benefit from that. You know, I feel like you still was in your feelings because he blocked you again or whatever. And I feel like being that he did that, I feel like you got your feelings behind it. Can you hear me?
All right, let me respond. No, number one, I'm not in my feelings. Number two, I'm doing a show about it. Number three, I'm not his quote unquote friend taking a picture with my ops. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we having a conversation. So that's what I'm saying. Is he going to respond to that? I'm not even mad at his friend because his friend is going to do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? If Armon is not giving me any clout, I'm going to go with somebody else that's going to give me clout. But my thing is this. He should respond to it because I just got an email that Jason Lee is in talks with that friend to go on his platform. So that's going to be something special. So I believe Armon should go on his YouTube channel to respond. Jason Lee got all this clout. Jason Lee got all these followers. JasonLee got these mixers and all of that. And also, too, hold on, let me finish this point. Let me finish. Hold on, son. Let me finish my point. And I'm gonna let you finish. And like when Armon was out in Paris, France at the club, then Jason Lee went out to the club. They was at the club at the same time, or the same time, posting at almost the same time. And I post both of their pictures on Instagram. So they're still competing with each other. And I think Jason now felt slighted. And what Jason is going to continue to do is to get under Armon Wiggins' skin. And now that he got the connection with his friend or former friend, I'm going to still say friend, childhood friend, that's going to be some good entertainment. I'm going to be there to report on it all because it's good clicks and views.
And I don't blame you. Get your point. Like, you ain't never lied. You know, that's a good commentary for, you know, us viewers and y'all content creators. But let's be real. Jason Lee would benefit more if you was to go on his show versus the other person because you got way more viewers than him.
But Jason Lee won't come on the show because number one, we're going to ask some very tough questions that people have never asked before. Number two,
let me say this part.
Number two. We're gonna is going to do a deep dive of his history. And so of course, and he know he just can't bait me. Well, I'm gonna invite you to a mix because that don't get me because I don't go to parties. I'm not a party person, I'm not a club person, I'm not a bar person. So that don't get me. Or I'm gonna invite you to a mix. Who cares? I don't want to be there eating stale cheese and stale crackers. So again, that's why he don't want to come on our show.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I feel like this, if you're in the entertainment business, it's more than just going out partying or whatever. It's more so about networking. You know, you getting numbers and stuff and seeing if you can sit there and talk to whoever that's having more relevance in the industry that can potentially benefit you. So it's two sides to that point. But in regards to Jason Lee bringing such and such up on his show, Jason Lee didn't have Cardi B on his show. Jason Lee, they had, what's her name? What is her name? She said that was messing with was molested, not molested, but her and the other a comedian.
You're talking about you're talking about Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, Tiffany Haddish. And he even had Kanye on his show. So that's not what gets people to tune into Jason Lee, because Jason Lee is boring. Jason Lee is boring. He don't have that it. He don't have that personality. So that right there, it don't even make sense to me because you done had A-list celebrities that you cool with, that you kick it with, and everything. Shoot, like he said, yeah, I got $1 million from Kanye, and so what? Like it I don't see the benefit from that. I really don't. So that right there, I feel like in regards to the person that's supposed to be going on his show, or like people that want to get some content, yeah, it'd be good for YouTubers, but in the bigger scheme of things, that's not gonna help Jason Lee either. Like you said, he's doing that to get back on Armon. That's why he's doing that. But at the same time, be a man about it. You started it with that man. Like that's just some hating stuff. And trust me, I love Armon. To be honest with you, I love you too. But if he's wrong, he's there wrong. I'm not gonna be biased about the situation. Jason Lee is bothered by Armon Wiggins, his personality, his funk, because money you can't buy that. I don't care. You can have Beyonce, Jay-Z on your show. You can't buy that personality. You can't buy that it. You can't buy that. So therefore, he knows that. So if that's one game, I feel like he will never be able to beat with Armon because you just don't have it.
All right. We thank you so very much for giving your thoughts.
I will.
All right. Because usually she be dragging me, but today she ain't dragging me because that particular caller will call me on this number and be just going on and on and on how much she love Armon Wiggins. So hopefully Armon Wiggins reward her with a moderator stick because wow. Okay, now let's get back to Armon Wiggins. So some of my producers was in the chat. You know, my producers are everywhere. They be in the bushes, okay? So let's get into what he talked about on Station here. Make sure y'all share this live, like this live, and all of that. Share, like, share, like. Thank you. All right. So let's get back into this. Okay. So he also said on the show that he said that Tasha K keep messing with Larry because she thinks he will never sue her. He said Armon told Larry he needs to sue Tasha and go all the way through it because she's going to keep messing with Larry. So that's something that he brought up. And I want to say that I told Larry Reid this, that he should sue Tasha K because number one, she's not going to stop. She's going to interview them accusers. And this story is going to continue to grow legs. And Tasha K got media folks behind her, or they cover Tasha K. Ball Alert, The Shade Room, all of these people, and they will cover once she interviews them accusers. So he should sue her. He should serve her with paperwork, because if you don't, you're going to create this monster, and people are going to be looking at you funny. So again, if I was him, I would sue, in my humble opinion, because again, when she goes live, she ain't gonna do nothing but flat them accusers in there, right, to her studio. And she's going to interview them. They're going to be crying, and the public is going to turn against you. So before that happened, you should sue, in my humble opinion. And don't even give her a cease and desist letter, or you can start with that. But again, you should sue, because them cease and desist letter are not going to stop Tasha K from talking about Larry D. Reid. It's not going to happen. She's going to keep talking about him because she want to bait that man in a beef. That is something that's going to happen. Tasha K probably has a say realty on Larry, and which is why he still hasn't sued her. No, he says he's going to sue her. He needs to do it. He's going to have to do it because it's definitely going to have to happen, because Tasha will have to spend more money on lawyers, because already she's in litigation with Cardi that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. Then you're going to be in litigation with Larry, so that's another $100,000. So if I were him, I would sue, and we definitely will keep y'all updated on that. Do we have any callers that's going to call in and give their thoughts? We appreciate the love. If you in here shouting out other content creators, you will be blocked in a second. So we have to block a couple of people. If you want to be unblocked, write me a 10-page letter, and also you have to make a public apology on StreamYard. Why would TK go over there with Larry just after losing to Cardi? Yeah, you can shout them out like Tasha K, Larry, because we talking about Tasha K and Larry in our mind. But if you shout out other people that we don't mess with or we haven't mentioned, you will be blocked. In order to get unblocked, 10-page letter, and you have to make a public apology on StreamYard. All right. A public, if you being disrespectful towards my mental health, saying manic and over there, you will be blocked, and you have to wait a 30-page letter and come on the show and make a public apology. So you have to do it. So if you're coming at the mental health with the mental health jokes, 30-page letter, and you will have to come and make an apology. If you name a content creator that we haven't mentioned on our show to being shady and posting the same thing, you will, have to make a 10-page, have to write a 10-page letter. Okay. So yes. So we thank y'all so very while often the viewers will call in, but you hung up on people and cut them off. So we appreciate the people that had called in, was able to give their thought. Ma'am, you were able to call in and give your thoughts. You said you love Kanye West. You said Kanye West got designs. You said all of that, and we appreciate that. Okay. So we're gonna see how this is gonna play out with the Bishop Whitehead, with his attorney. We had him on the show, and we want to say shout out to Larry Reed. You know, anybody can file a lawsuit, but he should be prepared for what's going to come out about it. Says, yeah, you should be prepared. We're going to definitely see about it. We're going to see about it. We support Dr. Larry Reed, and we support him. We love him. Thank you so very much. We couldn't get to Atlanta because we were short $4,000, so we couldn't get there. That's not act like Larry doesn't backtrack on things. He says, remember, he was supposed to bail out Chrisean Franklin, but then left him in jail and then exposed to the world that he was in jail. I agree with you. However, it's been my experience with a lot of black-owned businesses, not all, but some. There are but 4 black-owned cosmetic businesses that I religiously support. Remember your citations and sources. Absolutely. Has to be written with ink and a feather. LA, not Atlanta. That's the case for every race. So yes, Larry was a shout out. Yeah, shout out for that. Absolutely. You know, he did say he was going to bail Chrisean Franklin out. And did we criticize him for that? We did. We did criticize him for that. We criticized him for that. We did. So I definitely want to say for the record, we love us some Larry Reed, but we criticize him for that. We did, and we appreciate the love. Make sure y'all become members. Thank you all for subscribing to the show, and we will love you all for your support and love. Thank you so very much. Also, want to give a special shout out for the moderators for coming out and stuff like that. Thank you, Sue. No, I said 4K for LA. Why y'all saying Atlanta? I'm talking about LA. The trial is in LA. Y'all say, that was before you. I'm not on his payroll. Good show. Wiley, you're on my would be okay. And Larry loves the Wiley Show. That's why he donated. You know, he contributes by giving us great advice on Patreon. He's a great guy. Every time I talk to him, he answers my phone calls. He gives us great advice. We appreciate that. He shows us great love, and we give it back. We give the love back. Wiley has been on here for 2 hours, man. It was about 3 hours. So we appreciate y'all coming through the show, showing love. It was great. A lot of people don't like it, but I'm glad that everybody was able to give that thought across. Thank y'all so very much. I appreciate y'all for coming through. We will see y'all in the same way. So they said go to LA for the closing arguments. Yes, if we get the funding, if somebody cover the hotel and flight, we will go to LA for the closing remarks. If somebody covered the hotel and flight and rental car, we will go there for the closing remarks. All right. Thank y'all so very much. Larry wants to donate. He preached to where he wants to donate. He preached to the Wiley Show. Wiley don't love anybody. He would be talking Larry with the Dodgers. I love you, aka Kanye West. Okay, a great guy for Victor. Okay, he's a great guy, and yes, I could be bought for millions. All right, and nobody had paid me millions. I run this show like I run this show. They got missed the show. I'm gonna have to. Yes, catch the replay. Yeah, don't nobody control this show. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, don't let anybody tell you that you don't have edges. Little black girl, don't let anybody tell you that you're not beautiful. Little black girl, don't let anybody tell you that you're not smart. Little black boy, you are amazing. Little black boy, you are king. Little black boy, you are important. And in that word, we want to thank y'all for coming through, showing love to the Wiley Show, giving us clout and coming on our show. Appreciate that. Thank you to the Blueface Chrisean for coming through in the bushes. Thank y'all so very much for y'all love. We will see y'all in the next episode. Peace.